Alright, hello everyone. Welcome to USFC 178. Maestro, I got your message, don't worry. We're gonna get started right away. I believe Maestro is up first, so make sure you're ready. Koala wanted an early fight. I'm not sure if that will be possible, but we will see. Somebody will need to rise to the challenge, I guess. I'm gonna post the Parsec link if you need Steam. Let me know, Maestro. I know you were saying you might need that as well. We're gonna try Parsec first. Maestro will be fighting Platypi, so Platypi is available. Get him in as well. Bobo wanted to commentate, so I'll let him in shortly. There you go.
Delightful. Yes.
Nice. Sounds like your voice is coming through on OBS too, so that's good.
Magnificent. Right. I must say, we are rather spoiled for choice of competition today. Not only do we have the title bout of Oak versus, who was it, Palpatine?
It's Oak versus Luck.
Oak versus Luck, yes. An explosive bout if ever there was one. We also have some magnificent undercard fights.
Yeah, a lot of the heavy hitters came out this time. That's why some of you newer players might be fighting some strong players. That might be because you have a win streak, so we gotta settle it, or because there's just a limited pool. But I'm confident most players will put on a good show today, so shouldn't be a big deal.
Indeed. Indeed.
What's up,
There's very few
Maestro?
soft players in this tourney.
Yep. Maestro is able to select, it looks like. Platypi take the right.
Platypi on the right.
Waiting to connect. I thought I'll let you in. Parsec be weird sometimes, so I'll let you in now. Alright, go ahead and take the right if you can, otherwise you can just back out. Nice.
I realise there is a YouTube chat, but it's often neglected. Do you want me to occasionally log in there and
Sure, yeah.
take questions and answers?
Yeah, I bounce around between them on my phone too, but it is helpful to have someone else looking around too.
Yes, yes, I shall be manning that area.
Cool. So a fight between Longsword here. This is kind of what I was hoping to see when I put these two gentlemen together. They haven't fought in a while.
A very good pair of them. Oh. I am currently trying to connect, so hopefully we will be having commentators soon.
Oh, nice. Yeah, I'll wait till they kill each other, and then I'll let you in.
Very good. Although Palpatine appearing to be taking an early lead here.
Yeah. Actually, Maestro is winning at the moment. Alright, go ahead.
Sorry, yes. I meant to say Zero was winning. Slight mistake there on my behalf. Here we are. Right.
Although it's funny you say that,
initiating
because the way you said Platypi's name sounded like Palpatine, and Maestro's wearing this hood. So
I suppose so, yes. I'll chalk that up to my mistake. He simply is so nefarious looking, I couldn't help myself.
Ooh, it's 3-3 now, though.
Palpatine's Isabella here, making a swift comeback for dropping a few flags. Snap cut whiffing there, but Zera hesitant to punish. And the stab. As a Zera player myself, I must say that the stabs in this matchup are pivotal to Zera if he wishes to succeed.
Yeah. We've talked about before how Isabella's face is a vulnerable target, and it just so happens that that's where the stab goes.
Indeed. The proof is in the sword fighting pudding, and the pudding is all over Isabella's face.
Kazi, I appreciate they want to commentate, it's just I want to keep the commentators to a minimum if I can, because last time it was kind of crazy, so...
Yes. Yeah, poor match and info did traumatise our wonderful super here. But I was apparently good enough to stay, so I'll certainly be enjoying that luxury.
Yeah. Tell you what...
Thank you for having me again.
Yeah, no worries. Kazi, I'll tell you what though, if you want to commentate some other event, then I'll give you a spot.
I'm scared of tournaments because I'm a scrub, so I tend not to go there. Ooh, a blade beat there. Not quite resulting in a kill.
Yeah.
He's very fond of the Zverhau.
Yeah. He does
and
a
Maestro
great job.
takes the set. Or takes the round, rather, not the set. Yes.
Yeah, it's what's called a master
very defensive
strike.
play.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yes, in German fencing, I know what you mean. The master strikes, yes.
Yeah, anybody who's played Kingdom Come Deliverance, you kind of know what that is. It's you strike into the opponent's attack with these special cuts, typically, is how you do it, and then you defend yourself and kill your opponent at the same time.
But in Zera, it often feels like it's something of a gamble, because if the opponent sees it coming, your arms are rather exposed.
Yeah, the recovery is really high. Going with Marie now.
Yes, odd to see the character change from Maestro after the victory. Perhaps he wants to keep his opponent on his toes.
Yeah. Traditionally a tough matchup for Marie, too.
Yes.
But Maestro's playing it really well so far. Although it is a double, I still think he played that pretty well.
As someone who has fought against no shortage of Maries, I will say that often a double is the best you can hope for against the rapier menace.
Yep.
Blimey! Wow. Such explosive speed. I've never seen such a thing. She must have a traction engine in her foot.
Speaking of Kazi, by the way, guys, he is hosting a tournament Monday. So if you're, I believe, so if you're interested in that, make sure you join. It's a cool concept. So he will be likely commentating that one.
Well, he's a nice lad, Kazi. I fought him before, my first two duels in the USFC. I don't know if he's here today, but he's a kind fellow. Oh dear.
Yeah, he's
and,
quite a...
we see... Oh, go ahead.
I was just saying he was quite a prospect. You can go ahead.
I was just going to say that Marie here is seeing fit to whittle her opponent down with attrition. Her cuts aren't necessarily lethal, but that damage adds up. But, you know?
Yeah. So Maestro went low with his low guard, and obviously that was a bait, but he wasn't able to respond in time to the dash-in. Also, Maestro, let us know how the lag is. It should be a lot better today. I checked my connection. It's not running into stutters, so...
Hey. Well, Maestro seems not willing to repeat the mistakes of the past, as they've become very aggressive all of a sudden.
Oh,
taking their opponents off guard.
Yeah.
Blimey.
He's playing this perfectly, really. Platypi's not playing bad, it's just Maestro is doing the right thing by jabbing at a distance constantly, and always presenting a threat so Platypi can't get in. But also not letting Platypi just beat his blade down. He always moves back when he doesn't like what's happening.
Yes. Bit of a blade beat there, but Platypi was just able to put back up the long guard in time.
Yeah. Nice.
And there we see the explosive strike.
Yeah,
Wonderful.
and he beat Meister's blade down before he did that too, so he opened an avenue for him to just dash and hit his opponent.
You only ever see such confidence in the best of players.
Yeah.
See, a nasty leg cut there. Marie, very well known for her leg cuts. They always seem to bypass the guard if it weren't there.
Ooh.
And the double stab.
Yeah.
Seems Maestro's on the cup of going up another round.
In Quartada, and it actually worked there. It shielded him. It did get beat down, but it still shielded him from the worst of that cut.
Ooh, a desperate double stab. Eager to finish out the set. Isabella looking weary.
Yeah.
A nasty cut to the leg. I don't see Isabella making a comeback from this. And she does! My word. A fortunate retreating cut if ever there was one. Nearly tying up the set. Let's see.
Yeah. Platypi needs to make it messy somehow. It's easier said than done, but the moment it becomes sketchy for Marie, that's when Marie's gonna die. Like so.
Oh, but they tie up the set, and now this one is for all the marbles. Could be a very important victory for Platypi here, making them even.
Yeah, Meister wanted the early kill, and that was a good hit, but no kill yet. Still gotta play the long game, perhaps.
You often see this, the mentality of players change as the set goes on. The closer they both are to victory, the more defensive or desperate they become.
Yeah. That was a nice
sort of like watching animals.
Indeed. That's it!
Blimey!
Wow.
Incredible.
Yeah.
I didn't think they could do it, but Platypi brings it back.
Yeah, that was a really close fight. Goes to show how strong Marie has come lately.
Yes. With a handy push from Kubold, of course.
But Isabella still won out. Yeah, we're going back.
Yeah. Maestro going back to his tried and true Father's era. And as a Father's era remain myself, I can guarantee, I suppose, that he is certainly quite good at him. Oh, the windmill there. A dangerous strike. Ooh, not quite finishing the stab.
Nice. Wow.
Around the guard he goes. I see. Lots of restraint there. He could have done multiple combos at several times, but he was always holding off to maintain his guard.
Yeah.
Blade beat, but no strike.
Sometimes when players exchange like that, you can tell who's ahead, like from the get-go. And if it remains that way the whole time, usually the one who's ahead will win.
Ooh. I'm not sure if Isabella flashed the long guard there, but regardless, that was an excellent parry. Was a bear how?
Dangerous game by both.
Just become a
Yeah.
Oh dear. A snap cut to the wrist is sure to stun any opponent.
Yeah, even with Hema fetters, even with the gauntlet people wear, sometimes that can really hurt if it hits the wrong place. And that's not with a sharp
Isabella
sword,
being impaled twice. Blimey, yes. Well, it seems Zero was using a blunt sword then, as he impaled her twice, and Isabella seemingly did not care. One wonders how that can make a man feel, to see such work blasted to ruin.
Sometimes your boobs cause attacks to bounce off. We've seen that before in this game, actually.
Really?
Yeah.
Really? Wow. Well, I mean, they call them flotation devices for a reason, I suppose.
Yeah.
A touch of lag there, but the two players very honourably abiding to their agreements.
Yeah, that was
flashing long guard at one another.
Yeah.
Indeed. And a nice sidestep by Zero there. Another attempt at that wrist snap cut. Not quite finding its mark. Ooh. Zero went for the old stab there. Not quite succeeding. Oh my. Yes. Always nasty to whiff as Zero, given the predominant time he takes whiffing.
Nice sidestep.
Again?
Very good tactic here.
Platypi seeming quite confident in this. He has a mountain to climb, Maestro, if he wants to recover.
Nice.
Yet again, that strike being very reliable for Platypi, and Platypi strides ahead in the set.
Yeah, in that particular sidestep, if you mistime it, you can see that the head is wide open, but what he did there was he parried it first, so that the blow was no longer a threat to him, and then he sidestepped and aimed for the opening, so that was good.
Indeed. Kind of use of Zera's whiff timing there, where of all the characters in the game, I think he has the longest recovery time on any of his attacks.
Yeah. Yeah, that's why you want to cancel it oftentimes. Marie again. Actually, Marie didn't do too bad.
Maestro
so.
going back to Marie, yes. Marie very nearly won the set, let's not forget. I mean, that doesn't show in the scorecards, but it's still the true all the same. Doesn't tell the whole story. Isabella seeming to have a tough time. You can't just hold that longer, don't go for a wrist snipe. I've experienced that many times against Marie as a longsword player.
Little jab there by Mike.
Bit of lag here. Oh, they both seem to be they're doing good sportsmanship again. Very well done to the both of them.
Double.
Oh, the double. Both going for very committal attacks there. Of course, as a player myself, I'm always happy to see a double. I don't know about you.
Yeah. Yeah, some of them can be pretty hilarious. Yeah, that was good.
Good use.
Platypi knows what to do here, really. It's to basically break up Marie's equilibrium and then close in. If you play Marie's game where you're trying to snipe each other at range, then Marie will probably win.
Ooh, very confident shot to the head there. And the thing is with Marie as well, she tends to get lots of doubles, especially against longsword players. As in my experience, the only way to get through is to hit her as she's hitting you, in my experience.
Yeah, that was good though, no double this time.
Absolutely. These Platypi's running away with the game.
Well, I can say from experience as well, having fought a lot of Marie, sometimes with Bara that happens too, where you throw a cut at her head, knowing for sure it's gonna kill, but then Marie is able to stab you in the body, so you end up killing each other. It happens a lot.
Perhaps we should call you a prophet or a seer, because that just happened.
Yep. We have a variety of curses and hexes in the commentator cabin that we use, so.
Indeed. With great power comes great responsibility. And great power is currently what Palpatine has over the set. Even wounded, they appear to be winning consistently.
He's adjusted well to this Marie as well. Perhaps Marie wasn't really the pick.
Well, Zero wasn't really working either, let's be honest.
Yeah.
Oh dear, nasty blade beat there and a cut to the back.
Nice, okay.
Oh, but Maestro brings it back. Well done to them. They desperately need such victories. Oh, blimey. Hard to see what happened there. But Isabella once again walking away. Now, I'm not familiar with the stats of these two fencers. Which has the higher health between Marie and Isabella?
Isabella has a little bit more, but not by much.
I see. Yes, they're both quite fragile but powerful.
Yeah, Isabella's is average, Marie's is below average, I would say.
See. Wow. So here about to be rounded out. Not how I expected it to go, but Maestro, not willing to give in so easily. He's making a comeback, it would seem.
Yeah, he's on the attack too. He's not backing off and playing defensive. He's determined to get these kills. Oh, cut. Nice.
Oh! Desperation there. Any single whiff could be the end of this match between these two.
Oh no.
And there it is.
Cutting to the leg is not a terribly forcing move because Isabella can cut you.
Yes. That'll be a headache, that's for certain. Well played to both players. Maestro versus Palpatine. Very close match. The score doesn't tell all of the occurrences. Doesn't tell the story. Right. Personally, I mean, I know as we shouldn't show bias as commentators, but I was not expecting it to go in such a fashion.
Yeah, so Koala, if you are listening, we'll try to get you a fight after this one. Grid Square, I think, is in Asia, so we're trying to get this fight over with as soon as we can. Because it's super late over there. It's like midnight as soon as the event starts, pretty much. So we'll get this one done, and then
Yes.
we'll see about getting you a fight.
And we see in the YouTube chat many criticisms and messages that I completely missed because I was so absorbed in the match, I didn't have a look on YouTube. Silly me. Uh, yes. No, but we do see you, YouTube chatters. Someone saying that Zera screams are honey to his ears. How despicable.
Hey, Castar is here. Grid Square has to go to the toilet, so we'll wait for him. Yeah, you gotta answer nature's call, so I understand.
That's it. We don't want there to be any accidents, that's for certain.
Yeah. And
Reminds me of a
playing.
news story.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, no, you go ahead. I was going to chat some nonsense.
Oh, okay. I was just saying playing while constipated is not easy, and I actually know from experience, so.
Oh, blimey. Well, I was going to bring up my own anecdotal evidence. I remember there was a viral news story back in the day, some circa 2018, that a young girl had pissed herself playing Fortnite, and that young girl was the daughter of some lawmaker or other in Australia, and
Oh
that he
my.
tried to put forward time restrictions on the game.
It's crazy.
Yes. Well, there you go. Just piss yourself. Moral of the story. It's not that hard. I should hope. Gridskare going to the toilet's now part of USFC history. Indeed it is. My Russian spectator friend. Indeed it is. What we love about the USFC. We have fun here.
Yeah, and then random nonsense becomes part of the history of the event. Crazy how
Certainly.
close we are to number
Certainly.
200, by the way. This is a weekly event, so we've done this for years by now.
Really? Well, I mean, I've only showed up, but I've looked at some statistics that I just made up, and they say the ratings are going through the roof now that I'm commentating.
Nice.
Grid Square is apparently reporting that his keyboard isn't working. I had the same problem. Tab out and then tab back in and click and see if it works then. I suffered this problem before. Sometimes Parsec does not want to cooperate. Interesting duel here. You don't often see these two, let alone in a duel against one another. It is Kalkenstein versus Marta. A duel of stabs, that's for certain, as they both have very good thrusts.
Yeah, Grid Square with Calc. I'm not surprised he is a Calc player.
Indeed. I've never seen Caster play before, but so far it seems quite promising.
Yeah, he plays quite a few characters, but Marta is one of them. I actually would consider Marta to have the edge here because her point is a lot more simple. But
Indeed.
Calc could make some of those cuts work if he can make the fight more chaotic.
But a few decisive cuts have been wrapping up the set lately. Seems Calc is struggling to get in there. Ooh. A dire trade. You don't want to be trading a kick for a knife to the head. Not that much for free. That's not going down without a fight. And there he gets him with the Conman combo. One of his strongest. Why is it called the Conman combo?
I'm not sure.
He is a conman. Yeah, but another good left foot forward stab there. The left foot forward, in my experience, tends to be the best of his stances. A bit less defensive, but a bit more aggressive. Bit of lag here, preventing our fences from fighting. It's very good that they're backing off. Always, if you don't know what's going on, always safe to back off. And again, he loves that con-man combo. And I love saying it. Blimey. You know, you'd think Marta's Phantom of the Opera get-up might afford us some protection. But no, such is not the case. Wrist snipe there, circling the blade. What do you call that attack? Incortina? Or what do you call
Incortada.
Incortata.
Yeah, they both have one actually. Calc is an X press and Marta is a sidestep.
I see. Well, of course you say Cortata, and I think Cortana from the Halo franchise, which is completely unrelated to this duel that we are currently having.
Nice.
Blimey.
Thrust.
A blade beat as well, no less. Stunning the opponent's blade. Very well done. The set is almost even. It's been remarkably close between the two. Blimey. Yeah. His overhead smackdown, as I like to call it, definitely not what it's called in fencing, does a lot of damage, Cow.
Yeah.
He's very good at going for doubles.
Yeah.
Because he has the health to back it up, while also having excellent damage. Similar to Zero, in a sense.
Yeah, people really undersell how much damage that broadsword does. He has some of the higher damage cuts in the game, actually. More wind-up, of course, but they do hit like a truck.
And that's his problem. He's a tad toolpit, bit sluggish, isn't he, at times, that Cow?
Yeah.
Of course, being stabbed in the face here, he's now succumbing to his wounds, but he looks as if he was completely fine there for a moment.
Yeah.
Tying the set up, 5-all.
Yeah, very interesting matchup overall.
It's Thrust City. You might. Oh my goodness.
Well, as you say that, they both went for a cut.
Yeah.
Predictably, the broadsword won there, but.
Yes. I mean, if I was wearing 3D glasses, that hand and blade would have flown out the screen and hit me in my face.
Yep. Oh, he parried the Incortado with
fortunate blade beat.
Yeah.
Fortunate blade beat there. That could have been very dangerous. Good square here, eager to wrap up this set.
Back Y.
I'm going for the circling with the blade. Well, isn't he the one that's winning?
Nobody's winning now. It's even, but Grid Square was the one who was ahead.
Yes, that's what I was trying to say. And they're both very defensive. A single slip up could be the end of the round. And again, Grid Square takes it with the con-man combo. Look at him go. But
Yeah,
yes, very well played to both players. Very entertaining duel.
That's one of my favorite combos of Calc. He covers a lot of space with that. And I think it's a great move here to claim space away from Marta and apply pressure.
Absolutely, because if there's one thing she lacks, it's speed. Both in her attacks and her movement. So if you can put her under the cosh, you can really make some moves.
Mm-hmm.
Under the cosh is Cockney rhyming slang in London for under pressure. I don't know why it's that way, but a translation for non-native English speakers. We see a complete change in the matchup here. Samuel. Yeah, Samuel versus Yan.
Nice exchange so far. Castor does play a bit of Samuel too, so I'm not super surprised to see him switch.
And it's certainly showing.
Yeah. Corkscrew attempt. That move, it's good, but you have to aim it well. Otherwise, if it gets parried, you're in a lot of trouble.
Indeed. And it's, once again, we sort of had a battle of speed versus precision. Yan being one of the fastest sabers in the game, and Samuel being one of the most defensive and ranged.
Yeah.
As we can see here.
That was a nice cut by Grid Square, but no kill just yet. However, Sam is now looking very tired. If he keeps spamming those retreat cuts, he might be in trouble. Nice.
Indeed. And the problem is going for a desperate swing with a sidestep can work on occasion, but
Nice.
they can also leave you quite wide open. Good retreating cut there, giving a wound. Oh
Nice.
my! And the overhead shot, blasting Jan to smithereens.
Trying to snipe the hand there. That was a good try. Ooh, but he got hit
Oh,
coming
but he
in.
gets the shoulder.
Yeah. Look, Castor is a bit tired. He eventually comes back alive and goes right for the head.
And Castar running away with the set so far.
Yeah.
Being surprisingly aggressive with Sammy is an excellent auto guard.
Yeah, Sam is
Oh, dear.
also very responsive. You can do stuff like what Castor just tried there. You can dash in, then sidestep immediately. And a lot of stuff like that. So he's not the fastest out there as far as movement, but you can, at least in short bursts of speed, really surprise your opponent with some of these attacks.
Indeed. A spike of lag there for everyone involved. So, good sportsmanship on both sides here, backing off.
Yep.
And once again, they enter the fray.
Nice parry.
Ooh,
with the
risky
blade.
going for that stab.
Yeah.
Very committal Sam stabs, though they do go a good range. Oh, he's exhausted.
Yeah. And that was a perfect follow-up after the whiff.
Seems Grid Square has come on the gun in this set.
Ooh.
He's struggling to get a foothold. In a reversal of fortunes from last round.
Good exchange of cuts there. Nobody's hit just yet as they both try to pick each other apart.
Playing very defensively now, Grid Square, not wishing to have this set slip through his fingers, but slipping through his fingers it is.
Yeah, Castar with a perfect sidestep.
Yes. It's, character selection working well for him. Of course, Grid Square did win the last round, so this merely evens things, but it's a victory. And the photo finish.
Nice.
Very well done. You
Yeah.
very rarely see grabs, but when you do, they are something special.
Especially dash-in grabs, but Grid Square did an X cut which had quite a wind-up on it, so that was a perfect opportunity to shoot in and try grabbing. The worst that could have happened there is Grid Square breaks up the grab and backs off, and the best case scenario is what we saw.
Well, the rarity of grabs, by their nature, makes it so that people are often taken off guard by them. I know I certainly am.
Yeah.
Alright. A slight change in matchup here. Castar sticking to the tried and true stand at a victory. But who's the other player? Grid Square, once again changing to Isabella.
Nice, A-cut.
We'll see if it nets him any fortunes or evens up the set some more.
I like how Castro did that too. He dashed in a bit to get even more of an angle on that hand, and then threw the A-cut, so then when Grid Square tried to punish the dash, he got hit.
Yes. Well, that's the thing with Isabella. I find her guard is very strong, but her wrists are its only weak point.
Yeah.
Evans. Such barbarism.
Back and forth.
Oh, was that as there? How? A master strike? Very impressive. He got the job done.
Nice thrust there.
But it's responded to almost immediately. Neither playing, wishing the other to get ahead.
Nice thrust.
Nasty stab there. Not quite killing her, but she seems weary and exhausted. It could be over. Thrusts.
It is a
Getting a double. I'm sure Grid Square is very happy with that result, given how they seem to be on the back foot there.
Yeah.
Now the thing is with Sam's dash in is that his auto guard, as you just saw there, is so defensive and so accurate that he can repel almost any attack, even when dashing.
Yeah, and he goes to guard really quickly too, so even if it looks like it's not up, the player can move back and then correct that.
But no auto guard can overcome the entropy of exhaustion. My
Nice.
word. An incredible blade beat. A blade beat so good it killed him.
Nice. And a
Punish.
follow-up. Nice.
Indeed. Yes.
Nice combo.
Oh, and the false edge cut. Yeah, taking him off guard there.
Yeah, Castor thought it was his turn, but Grid Square said nope.
Indeed. Good square here, flirting with the overhead shot. And he gets it off! Wow. Commentator's curse, I suppose.
Yeah, Castor was smart to try sidestepping, but I think he wasn't able to clear it in time, and he brought down his guard in doing so. Maybe he should have stood still and tried to parry it properly.
Isabella gets it done. Grid Square evening up the set once again. This next round could be make or break for either of them. Let's have a check on the YouTube chat. Not too much activity on the Western Front. The Western Front in this case being YouTube.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the Eastern Front is quiet as well, that being Discord.
Yeah. Blimey. And once again, switching back to Calc from Grid Square here. In a reversal of fortunes. Yeah, we've seen a litany of characters. Ooh. The stab there being punished with a nasty sidestep to the leg. Going for a surprising number of thrusts here.
Nice thrust
Oh,
to
but
the
he
head.
catches him on the way in.
Yeah.
Magnificent. Of course, Calc has the best lingering stabs in the game, where even after the move has gone out, merely walking into him can be lethal. You see there, yeah. Castar's strategy of dashing in being punished. Good, long guard chop there, I don't know what you'd call that. I do have a pocket Calc myself, so I am familiar with some of his moves, as you might be able to tell. Blimey. Such elegance. It's often said that Calc is on the lower end of the tier list due to his weaknesses. Oh, and a dash in. Due to his weaknesses. Where would you say that Sam is strength-wise approximately to Calc?
I think Sam is a little bit quicker, and because of that, especially up close, he can often outpace Calc. His stamina is also a bit better. Calc has more varied thrusting options, but Sam has one really good thrust that I think works really well in this matchup. So even the stabbing game is pretty close, I would say, like we just saw.
Exhaustion there, taking its toll.
But Calc
As
has
Castar
reach,
seeks to make a
of course.
comeback.
Yeah.
Yes. Well, they both do, really. They have exceptional range. Blimey. Good exchange there. Ooh, and the punish. That's the thing Calc will get you. You think he's whiffed, and then the next moment, bam, sword in the face. The last place you want a sword to be. Missing the chop there. Very eager to end this set, but not quite getting the ending he wants so far. The stakes could not be higher. The two going back and forth like they're doing some sort of dance. Oh dear. A bit of lag there again. Though I will say, Subotai, you've done a good job with the latency, whatever you did with the computers. As there has been less in this tourney than there was the last time.
Yeah, for sure. It's not really anything I did, it's more that the ISP has fixed their shit today. It's really, I think that's what it was, but I also did a refresh of my computer, so that would also help, I would assume.
Yes. Well, One of the key lessons in life I can give is always take credit for someone else's work if given the opportunity. Right.
Okay.
Are we going to have a little fight again, or are we just staring longingly at one another?
Looks like we're fighting again.
I understand the reluctance to approach given the stakes at the moment. Any single whiff could result in the match ending completely.
Yeah, and Castar is
Shall
in
we-
a great spot here.
Indeed. And I will be remaining silent for the rest of this round, as this one is for all the marbles. It all comes down to this. A bit of lag, I believe, is going on. Or perhaps they're both petrified in fear. It's hard to say. I appear to have fixed the connection, as there is no shortage of lag currently.
Nice poke there.
Excellent. And the thrust from Kauk, tying up the set. And what was very well played from both Grisquare and Caster. Grisquare takes the game.
Yeah.
Well played to both.
Okay.
Who's next?
Koala against Pico, because Koala needs an early fight.
Really? Well, we've been spoiled for duels so far, haven't we, Subotai?
Yeah,
Two
and this
very
one,
strong duels out the gate.
yeah, and this one will be crazy too.
Indeed. Well, I anticipate it greatly. People in the YouTube chat talking about the Polish, as one is wont to do. But not much else going on. Now, the player on the left, the Volblut Koala. Koala is their name. They have a very long name. I don't think I've ever seen them before, not in the server or fencing.
Yeah, Koala is an old veteran actually. He doesn't play very much, but he is known for trolling people a lot in fights, in a light-hearted way, of
I
course,
see.
but he does a great job
course.
of getting in your head.
I can imagine. Now, will the old veteran beat the new blood? We shall have to find out.
Well, Pico's a veteran too. That's the thing. That's why I said this fight's gonna be amazing. Pico also goes nuts with his canceling and stuff, so.
Been playing in old Hellish Court mode as he is. There's no shortage of moves that can be cancelled.
You need keyboard Koala? I forget. Pretty sure you're a controller, but. Hey, Koala takes the left then, Pico on the right. Pico should have keyboard already. Yeah. It's quite remarkable actually that this game runs fairly well between EU and North America. There's a lot of games out there where trying that in a PvP environment just isn't gonna work. Or at least it'll be disadvantageous to one of the players. In this one, it's less so the case, even through Parsec.
Once again, we see Marie versus Isabella, a familiar matchup.
Qualis says hold on, he's moving in a circle, so let's give him a moment. That does not look normal. That's what Mechanics was doing the other day, but Koala is not the type of person to try and use motion sickness as a weapon, so let's give him a bit of time. I don't know what's going on.
Yes. And the benefit of the doubt, of course.
Parsec controls itself. Wait, are you both moving in, or is that just Pico moving? Okay. Yeah, Pico's just mirroring.
Yeah, it was just Pico adjusting. Yeah, a peculiar beginning. Is this the getting in the opponent's head that you told me about?
No, Koala is just really good. Like, he uses those back Y moves a lot. He'll find some move that you really struggle against, and no matter how much you prepare for it, he'll still find a way to make it work. That's basically the type of player he is.
Hmm. Fascinating.
Your whole parsec is fucked apparently. It auto-selects the buttons. That's weird.
Okay, Nilix. Pitching in from the YouTube chat before his title bout earlier today, saying that Koala is exactly the type of person to use motion sickness as a weapon. I
Yeah, he
see. Well,
hasn't
if the
done it
champ says
yet,
it,
but he totally could.
I'll not doubt the words of the champ. That's for certain.
Hmm. Yeah, I don't know how to fix that. Is Steam possible? Yeah, I could try to get you on Steam. That shouldn't
As
be
we
an
are switching.
issue.
We both come off of Parsec then.
No, you can stay on Parsec, I think. I might just have to restart the game after this fight is all.
I see.
Yeah, it should be okay, especially since Pico is on keyboard. In fact, I could even disable your gamepad so that that doesn't cause anything. And Abir, I know it was your fight scheduled right after the previous one, but Koala has to go pretty soon, so we have to make a bit of adjustments to the order. Are you able to join the Steam, Koala? Joining? Cool. Cool, cool. I don't see your controller. I don't know if it's just not plugged in right now or what. Oh, okay, well, if you're able to control, then who am I to doubt it, so. Alright, let's do it. Isabella against Marie again. That's a pretty classic matchup, too, in the early days of Hellish Quart.
Yes. And in the modern days, we've seen 2 examples of this matchup already.
Yeah. Yeah, Koala's really trying to make that dash work, but Pico says no.
Exactly. Yeah. Such explosive output is being punished, it seems.
Yeah.
Pico being very defensive here.
Nice dash by Koala. I was gonna say, unfortunately, simply pressing Y if Isabella probably doesn't work against a good Marina. It's gonna make it messy, but you still have to be a little bit tactical about it.
That's what I love about Hellish Quart. You don't fight the characters, you fight the player. Because we saw this exact matchup earlier, and this looks nothing like it.
Yeah, everybody's style is different, especially these two. These two are wild players.
Indeed.
Koala flayed away. That's yeah, that was an excellent bait.
Ooh.
I didn't want to say it, but I think Pico even knew like something was up. Didn't know there was gonna be a dash.
Dash seems to be the response to everything.
Yeah, this is what I mean though. Koala really wants to make that dash work, and Pico is having to spend all of his mental energy on not allowing that in.
See. Well, the set's all tied up at the moment.
Yeah.
And we'll see Pico baiting
flimsy.
in the opponent.
So those cuts are all dangerous.
Indeed.
Not as flimsy as a small sword, mind you, which is why I really wonder if that small sword will just get eradicated by long swords, because it's a lighter, shorter version of Marie's sword. So it feels like it'd be worse in every way. Plus, you can't really cut with it.
Good use of the triangle there.
Yeah,
yes. You're referring to the new character that Kubo's adding, the Jakub, I think it is. Yeah.
Like, I'll tell you, in real life especially, I'd never bring a small sword to fight a long sword on purpose. Like, that just seems like suicide.
Maybe he's just gonna throw it at them. That seems a pretty effective strategy.
Or it's a way of showing off. It's like, I'm way more skilled than you, so I can use this flimsy-ass sword and still win. That could be part of it as well.
Pico desperately going for the triangle here, but as you say, the charging in strategy appears to be working very well from Koala, who wins the round. Well played to them. A complete switch up from both players, by the looks of things.
Yeah, that's what Pico does, and Koala is known for playing a lot of characters as well, so...
Well, perhaps this is merely all part of the mind games.
Yeah.
My word.
Marina.
Zero versus Marina. You very rarely see Marina. We'll see as Zero name.
Whoa!
My word.
I
had no idea what happened there.
Pico cancelled the X Cup, but still hit. Pico is a wizard with Zera's cancels, so I'm not surprised.
It appears mere gravity was enough to kill her there.
Yeah.
Going into the holy stance there.
Whoa!
My goodness.
Still a double.
I've never seen so many cancels. That forward one, his left swing, very effective against Marina, who appears to be backing off into a corner.
Yeah, is this Koala being a troll, or is this Koala running into issues? Because...
have to see.
He's not typing anything.
Oh, I'm assuming it be a slideshow. He's complaining about the lag, this Koala fella.
Okay.
Well, they're both entering the long guard stance though, so we have to assume that ball is above board.
Yeah, I guess it resolves itself, which can happen.
It was an excellent defense there from the
yeah,
Zero
we can
player.
see the message grabs, but thank you.
Ooh, the can opener, as I like to call it. Fuller here coming ahead in the early rounds in a reversal of fortunes from the last set. And both players pausing as the lag subsides. Almost like turbulence on an airplane in a sense. You can never, it's disruptive and you can never predict when it's going to happen or go away. Oh, blimey. Same attack again.
Oof. Pico being very creative with Zera, and it pays off.
I never would have anticipated such a method of attacks. Ooh, guard away, taunting Zero to come closer. Which, in my experience, he doesn't want to do in this matchup.
Yeah, Pico's good to go still.
Fanning the long guard. Yeah, it seems they have given up the ghost. But they aren't complaining, so we can only assume it's part of the strategy. Oh my. A masterful hilt bash there. How was he pulling that off? He's perfectly cancelling it, so the attack still happens, but there's none of the lag.
I guess he pushes back at the right time.
Ooh, but his fancy tricks being punished there. It's very unwise to try and strike Marina on her left-hand side. He's fond of the holy stance and the stabs, it would seem. I very rarely see that used as a Zero player. Leg sweep there, very effective against shield players, but not hitting this time. Koala, very happy just to play defensive there. He's on the cusp of losing this round, and the set being even. Oh, but if he gets more things like that, he can get back in the running.
Nice blade beat, but no kill yet.
Failing to capitalize on it.
That's really what you want to do with Zera here. You've got a big sword, so you gotta make use of it somehow. That range that you got and that power.
I often find it comes in the form of blade beats, but in this case, she seems to always be just at the range to be outside of it. Zera looking exhausted here. Will Marina capitalise? Not quite, but she wisely gets out of range just in time for him to recover.
Nice.
Unwise use of the holy stance there. This is a fascinating set. Oh, the false edge cut there. Beautiful.
Nice hit. Oh. Ooh, but the follow-up was too slow. Very slow cut pick there.
Indeed. Well played to both. Pekala takes the round, evening the set.
Oh, somebody left? Oh, Koala did. Okay. Here you go. So we're currently at 1-1.
Even set if ever there was one.
Alright, one moment, guys.
I am, thank you.
Koala take left, Pico right. Somebody move back.
It is. Yeah, fair enough. You had me going then, Dad. I was just gone for a moment. I take it there's been some sort of disruption?
Yeah, Koala just had to rejoin, but we're back.
Delightful.
There again, nice.
Versus Isabella this time.
Well, but Pico is the one who picked Koala. So they have switched both of them.
Nice play by Koala there. Is retreating cut famous for its effectiveness. Isabella being much the same.
Good exchange of cuts.
Lots of defensive play here, by the looks of things. Ooh. And that retreating cut, finding its mark.
Yeah, Zera enjoys a slight reach advantage because of the height primarily. And so sometimes Isabella can be tagged in the head when she doesn't expect it. Ooh, another one. Koala knows how to use that back Y like we've been alluding to. He does it
And there it
again.
is again.
Yeah, this is what he does.
He seems
finds a
set to
move.
clean sweep the set.
Yeah. One move that works. That's all Koala needs. And he will make it work. Ooh.
Koala getting some points on the board there. Perhaps this could be a foothold that they can try and recover from. Because so far they are in dire straits. Threatening the overhead shop. Zero threatening a thrust.
Snap cut this
Ooh,
time.
the overhead
Nice.
shop
Yeah.
intercepts. Nicely done.
Ooh, he's
Getting out the chop.
snap cutting after the
Zera's-
high guard. Nice. Yeah.
Oh, but there it is again. Exchange of cuts seems to be a bad idea.
Upcut.
Nice. Seems Picola's reaching into their bag of tricks to find anything that can work against. Koala. I forgot his name. It completely drew a blank then.
Yeah, Koala's fine. His full name is Volblut Koala. We call him Koala.
It's a bit of a mouthful. It's a name like Two Bad Hands of Scrabble.
Yeah, it's German. I think it means full-blooded koala in German. So
No koalas in Germany.
yeah,
And on the topic of Koala, he takes the round. Well done to him.
yeah. One more needed for Koala to take this whole thing. Let's see.
See what we have in store for this duel.
Connor against.
He seems very fond of the shield characters, Koala, which is unusual. You very rarely see them getting any play.
Oh, that was Pico.
Marta.
But Koala is also fond of them.
That
That's
was
not
Pico.
wrong.
I'm a fool.
Koala is
Oh.
also a Marta fan though, so I'm actually not super surprised by this pick. Ooh, this
Well,
guy's
Marta's going to have a nice. I did not expect that to go in Marta's favour, but she's going to have a very tough time against that shield of all things.
yeah.
Once again, she pierces right through, proving me wrong.
Yeah, Koala knows how to spam the side steps and the back Y. Very good tools for Marta.
Seems to be the case. She does have a phenomenal reach advantage over Connor, doesn't she?
Yeah. It's definitely one of her primary advantages. Plus her stabs have a lot of good angles around the shield, like so. It went above the shield and hit him in the chin. Pico might need to long guard in those situations, but his long guard moves can be awkward.
A couple of overhead swings there. Get the job done. Give him a foothold. Of course, Pico, not wanting a repeat of the last set, is quite eager to get whatever he can.
Oh, again. Koala looking to finish this quickly, too.
Perhaps poor spacing on the push there, but oh my. Responding with wanton aggression. You very rarely see shield characters being so aggressive, but it's a good way of using the shield.
Yeah. Koala's playing this exactly how I would play Marta. That's why I love it. The sidestep spam, really effective here. Nice stab, though.
Nasty sword to the guts there. Finds its mark. Coca-Cola is in the lead. It's only by a slim margin of 4-2, so there's still plenty to play for.
Ooh.
Case in
Koala
point.
got hit.
Oh, apologies. Picola does not have the advantage.
Yeah, Koala. Yeah.
Koala does. For some reason, I keep wanting to call him Hedgehog, and I have no idea why.
Hedgehog.
Like, for some reason, yeah, the koala is similar to hedgehogs in many ways.
Yeah, I guess
They're both quite small.
Especially
Yes,
echidnas,
but-
which look a lot like hedgehogs and also marsupials, I believe. So.
Yes, marsupials are mammals that lay eggs, I recall now. What peculiar animals.
That they are. Double.
With a double there. A relief or a curse, we shall see. That double. I like seeing them personally, because I'm fond of carnage, but some players are greatly frustrated by them. Cautious advance now. Ooh, and he's punished for it. It appears Master could endure almost any wound.
Yeah, one more is needed. The chicken
He's
dance.
trying to
Yeah.
taunt her, the chicken, and Martha responds with taunting of her own. Oh my
almost
goodness,
had
how
it.
that did not result in a kill, I have no idea. I was certain that was going to end up with someone on the floor.
Yeah, it works against most characters.
Taunting
but that
again.
shield is
Throw it
really
away again.
defensive.
Oh dear. And it does end up with both of them on the floor, dead. So I've never seen such a stance from Connor. What is that, a sword away stance?
No, that's a... Yeah, he has that, and then there's low guard as well, where he goes low like that.
Hey. Trying to get her over the shield. He finds some success, much to Picola's relief.
Low guard again by Pico. Koala just walking him down casually. And there you go.
And with a brief snipe to the head, it's all over. I believe that's the set one
Yeah.
by Koala. Well played to him.
Okay, we have to skip a Beer's fight against Apostle and go straight to mine against Mechanics, actually.
I shall commentate then, as well, maybe you can still be in the booth, but it will just be me.
Yeah,
Suppose because
I'll
you'll
most
want to
likely be
focus on
quiet.
fencing.
Yeah.
Well, while you are my fellow spectator, I shall do my best not to be biased, as is typically the case. I'm going to have a Chinese curry later, so
Nice.
I'll
sounds
tell you when that
delicious.
arrives. Oh yes, chicken curry. I'm a big fan. Mechanic saying, I will go easy on you, with a smiley face. I doubt that's the case.
Yeah, I don't believe
He
it.
says he's feeling very dizzy right now. The excuse is already rolling in before the match begins. Right.
See, I've seen these psychological tricks before by Info. She'll tell you that she's about to lose, and then she'll do really well, so I ain't falling for it, I'm
Well,
afraid.
I'm currently fighting Info.
Yeah, so you better watch out for that. Info will sometimes just say, oh, I'm screwed. And then kill you.
I don't particularly care. I'm merciless, I suppose.
Yeah.
I'm an evil man. I'm an evil man.
Mechanics, let's take the right side.
Apologies for my yawns, ladies and gentlemen watching this at home. I am overcome with a sudden bout of exhaustion. And weariness.
I've been yawning on and off too. I don't know if it's audible, but I get it.
And
I've had a
it
busy
has
week.
been. It has been.
Yeah.
Yes. Mechanics, his main, of course, still being undetermined. He used to be a Tavanaski player, but he's recently changed fortunes to Dainese of all characters. And it appears we'll get a Dainese duel.
Yeah,
with,
if you're gonna use Denise, I'm happy to oblige.
Super Tie on the left and Mechanics on the right. Let's see how this goes. Oh, a pause there. Blimey, that was risky. A touch of
Everything
lag.
good?
Sparking through, it appears neither wishes to approach. I'll tell if this is mind games or Mechanics is struggling. Mechanics does hide things, so the match is briefly averted.
Alright,
Delayed,
he's on
rather.
right now, so.
Alright. Oh, it's all fair game and nothing more than I suppose. A flurry of blows. Alex, oh, and he gets through there, Super Tie. Alex Dionys is widely considered the best character in the game due to not only his exceptional auto guard and health, but the speed and accuracy of his attacks being almost unparalleled. Oh, a missed push there, but it
Something's
goes
wrong
unpunished.
there. Yeah. Right, what's...
I can't tell if they're sword fighting or dancing, which is interesting. Historically, this version of sword fighting is African sword fighting, and after many Africans were enslaved in Brazil, the West Indies as they're called, they often took to dancing with swords in their hands as a form of disguising their training with sword fighting. And
Somebody
of course,
took
their
a
captors.
screenshot.
Well, their captors didn't figure it out until it was too late. Little history lesson for you, for the boys and girls at home there. A leg sweep there being definitely dodged, but going unpunished again. And a double. Blimey. Well, it makes sense that there would be a double. Supposedly, both players are evenly matched. At least character-wise. He punched into a cut there. And then finishing off with a skull smash, which is called in fencing. The official term. Ooh, and an excellent snipe there. Under his non-dominant hand. That's quite a lag here. But they fight on in a vicious tumult. Leaving them both dead on the ground. And around he goes, all around the world, and landing squarely on his head in that Subutai. Giving a match 3-1. Exchanging cuts there, but neither one dying. And a leg sweep, succeeding him. Subutai screaming ahead. 4-1. Any residents of Birmingham will know that you can see something like this quite frequently if you just look outside. I can't see something like this currently, but two fellows fencing with sharp implements, very common. Mechanics there trying to get a foothold in the match by scoring a good shot onto Subutai's head. Oh, my chicken meal's here, so I have to go. Imagine my soothing voice being here. Very good. Right, there will be a bit of silence from the commentator box then.
Yeah. Why is my inputs not working? Mechanics, what do you... Ah, my goodness. What did you do? What the... Okay. You don't have to keep pausing, man. Alright, it's 5-2 for me. Let's restart that. I don't know how he disabled the inputs or what happened, but take the right. I'm able to select stuff, that's the weird part, so it's not my controller. I don't know. He was pausing just before I killed him too, but... Anyway. Yeah, just take Alex again, whatever skill you want. Alright, that's the first win. Switch the names. Not necessarily, Graz. Again, EU and North America are very compatible in this game, so it's not a big deal. And yeah, I did a internet test. It looks like that, so I think it's Mechanics' end, unfortunately. Of course the location doesn't help though. If there is even a small problem, like obviously it will disproportionately impact mechanics. We can still try something else, but it sounds to me like I don't want to be that guy. Because I know. Click the left if you can. That was weird though. My inputs were completely disabled for a moment. I don't skip my fight. You can reconnect as well. Or you can try Steam. Or a new host, whatever you want. Here, I'll just kick you out. English, please. Look, in his defense, it's not his first language, but yeah, I don't know what he's... Maybe he's saying he doesn't want to skip his fight, which, he doesn't have to worry about. Take the left side again, mechanics. I'll give you a keyboard. If you don't have it already, there you go. Just press G. There you go. Actually, I'm gonna switch skins. Hang on. You can pick Alex. I'm just switching skins. Looks a little better that way if we don't look the same. Yeah, Alex Mirror is actually pretty fun. I don't mind at all. Okay, what's going on now? Okay. Okay, he's good to go now. Okay, what's... Is it lagging again, or... Okay. Good fight. A beer versus Apostle is up next. Isn't it up to 3 fights? Did we not do 3 fights just now? Or... Yeah, if I won 3, of course, but... Yeah, which I did. So... Yes, it's all over. What? Anyway, we're not gonna... I pinged Apostle, right? Hang on. No. Hang on. I don't think Apostle knows, so I'll just ping him too. Beer was ready to go. Yeah, I won 3. I just checked it. Because I was on the left to start off, which I won. And then I was on the right, I won again. And then I finished on the left, which I won. He's eating Chinese chicken curry right now, which sounds absolutely delicious. I've been craving that type of food lately. Yeah, I don't know what to say about the ping. My connection is pretty flawless right now. Mechanics, nobody stepped up to host, so there's not much we can really do. Maybe it's Parsec, I don't know. I genuinely don't know how to fix that. It must be something on your end. Anyway, a beer on the left, Apostle on the right. If anybody needs keyboard, let me know. Don't want to dwell on that for too long. Yeah, it happens. So mechanics, sometimes there are exceptions. People get extra fights if there's late joiners who need a fight, but I can't, like I'm not giving people fights just for the sake of giving them fights, if that makes sense. Beer's on the left. Hang on, I'll ping you. No worries. You skipped the fight because of lag. No input? Oh, maybe I just need the... It could also be Steam. We briefly used Steam earlier. I'll just restart the game, and that should fix everything. I can also reset gamepads, which I'll do now as well. And I'll unplug mine. Just fix all the possible issues. Yeah, his mine doesn't really need to be plugged in anymore. Yes, indeed. Alright, a beer. And Apostle, good luck. We got a beer's Bara. Let me know if it's laggy, by the way. We can always try and fix it. So far, a good exchange. Nice. Buy a beer. And hit to the head. Right to the arm. I have to say, Apostle's Hassan is slept on. Russ Mitchell was talking about how Hassan in general is slept on, but Apostle's Hassan in particular is actually really good. It pretty consistently surprises people. I won't say it consistently defeats the best. Beer's Barbash in particular might be a very tough ask for his Hassan to beat, but to even get this far against the Beer's Barbash of all things is pretty damn impressive. Oh, and Abir, I briefly looked away to check the chat, and Abir just won it. Abir's a fast player, and it's a pretty quick match. Badabash against Tarnovsky, which is a very interesting matchup. Rogue versus Warrior, if you will, is how I call this one, because Barabash has the speed. I'm just changing the names. And Tarnovsky, of course, has the power and the tankiness. Nice cut. Ooh, leg void. That was good. Abir's Barabash seems really sharp play. Actually does win the trade. Good pressure by Abir, making use of that speed. Ironically, perhaps Hassan was going better than Tarnovsky because Abir is taking full advantage of the speed advantage that he enjoys. Which Tarna can overcome, but it can be difficult. Am I the only one who hears absolutely nothing in Discord commentators? I was hearing stuff, but I don't know. If Bobo's trying to speak, though, I don't hear him. Discord's sometimes weird that way. I could try and reconnect. It's happening for everybody. Let me know. And that should fix it. Nice upcut. And the upcut again. That's a very good punishing move, actually, by Abir. Very difficult for Tarna to deal with if he's not already in measure, essentially, to strike Barabash. not to whiff so much. But a beer is on fire at these side steps. Nicely done. And a beer takes 2, needs 1 more. Glad the lag isn't so bad for these two so far. They're just going ham. I think I'm hearing Bobo's mic a little bit. He's just away still, so. Yeah, I'm hearing stuff on Discord still, personally. Just a little background noise from Bobo. Gideon now. A little strange, I won't lie. There's funny, Gideon's head was knocked around. I think a beer just with his health, so, you know, these things happen. But it did look funny. Ooh. Messy exchange there. Actually, that was unfortunate. Yeah, Gideon can gas out sometimes, especially if he takes a hit at some point. And Beer was able to take advantage of that. Upcut by a Beer. Gideon versus Barabash, by the way, is also a very fun matchup. Kind of similar to the Tarnovsky matchup, but it still feels different. Because Gideon has a fair few fast hits of his own. It's going to be a very active fight. Cut. But a Beer isn't quite able to get the kill with that. Often the upcut is best used on the shorthand. But sometimes body shots are really good for gassing people out, and they can kill on some characters too. They're certainly not the sort of cut that Gideon wants to without thinking. Unless he's already able to kill Barabash in the first stroke. A bit on the back foot there, struck Gideon in the back with that cut, that sidestep cut, but that sidestep cut often doesn't kill if it hits the body like that. And there we go, the upcut instantly hits the sword arm and kills Gideon outright. Goes to show the importance of hit locations sometimes, which can be hard to control, of course, when your opponent is moving around as well, and also trying to hit you. But this is down to the wire this round. Hostile hoping to stay in the fight, but a Beer scores yet another flag and needs 1 more to secure a win. Very surgical gameplay of his Barabash, but I have to give Apostle credit for putting up a fight. Tarnovsky didn't go so well, but Gideon and Hassan did great. And we might see yet another saver if he can pull out the win. And Beer with the aggression, a series of cuts there. Sometimes that's what you have to do to put Gideon down. But a Beer did the right thing there by instantly going for neutral cuts after getting the initial combo to land. So well done by a Beer. Sometimes you have to be ruthless when you get that hit in this matchup, and that's exactly what a Beer did. So good fight. Okay, info against Bobo. If Bobo is not ready to go, we can still. Yeah, Dairy Queen has the new chicken strips. Yeah, they're talking about Dairy Queen a bit. Right, info is already here. We're waiting for Bobo. Bobo might still be eating, so we can always do Max against Kazi as well. Yeah, more than likely, Kazi. So if you're ready to go, you can click that link. I'll also ping you in the next message. Max against Kazi. The sides are also indicated in the message, so Max will take the left and Kazi on the right. Kazi's here, of course, no surprise. Waiting for Max now. Oh, I realize if the info and Max are in the same place, I didn't really have to kick info, but I don't know, so I'll just accept whoever joins. Sober Zera picked Zera. Interesting. Sober Zera, by the way, is our one of our bots, for those who don't know. Okay, Max is here. I assume, do you need keyboard, Max? And Kazi, if you need keyboard as well, let me know. And we'll get started. PS4, then you can just take it after Max does. Yeah, PS4 controller. I prefer the PS5 one personally, but it is an improvement over the PS3, that's for sure. The PS3 controller is awful. And I'm not saying that to hate on the PS3 as a console, just I'm not a fan of the controller. The PS3 is pretty old too, so it feels a little bit unfair to hate on it. For the time it was fine, but the controller not so much. Why? Whoa, I just looked up and Zera has got 4 kills against Gideon. That was nice by Max so far. I was just looking at some chat messages on Discord. Okay. Oh yeah, Max has to play on the left, by the way, Kazi, if that's okay. He has some issue with playing on the right. So if you could stay on the right, that would be great. What's going on? Hardware issues. Okay. Yeah, the USFC stats, to be honest, are not like lots of people have questionable records on them, whether they're skilled players or not. I don't think anybody looks at the USFC stats and is like terribly concerned that their ratio of wins to losses is positive or anything like that. I certainly don't care. I can't speak for everybody, but I don't think anybody really takes it that seriously. That's kind of the whole point of the event. Um, you just sort of come in, play a fight, maybe there's some banter, you have some fun, and then that's it. I think every single person has more losses than they might want. That's just the nature of the event. It's so tough to maintain a streak. And that's why even having like a 5-win streak is pretty impressive, I would say. Yeah. And even just stats in general, I don't think many people actually do care about the leaderboard so much, at least to that degree, but it is cool to see how you're performing in the week all the same, and I do appreciate Venator's work with that. Always fun to see the twists and turns, but at the end of the day, like there's a lot of great players who aren't very far in the rankings 'cause they don't play as much. I don't think they care. It's not that big of a deal. It's not the end of the world if you have an unlucky month or whatever. You just move on and keep playing. Or take a break if you need to take a break. Uh, so what's going on? Yeah, Synth brings up a good point. I'm not sure what's up with, I think Max is selecting, but Kazi's not able to. I don't know. Or is it the other way around? Kokini, you are evil. I can go random. Yeah, lots of people have negative win rates. I personally would not put much stock into that. It's fun. It's a fun stat to collect. I'm certainly not against collecting it. It's just, if it's negative, it's negative. If it's positive, it's positive. Just have a fun fight. Alright, we're finally able to get back in. Max with Yazik. And Tarna with Kazi.
I'm back. I've had my chicken curry and I'm back.
Nice.
Chicken curry has been had. Oh, it was delightful. Just what the doctor ordered. I'm a big fan of chicken curry. Did I miss anything important?
You missed my fight against Mechanics, which I won.
Did you win?
Yeah, and then you missed the opening.
Nicely done, nicely done. Oh, well, I didn't miss that then. I did think you were going to win, and privately I was slightly biased in the favour of my fellow commentator. But I'm not allowed to say that, as that would be commentary bias.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it would just be between us.
Yeah.
Good thing this conversation is private. Anyway, who's playing? Let me check. Max versus Kazi. Well, I am a big fan of Max, but Kazi as well has been improving greatly lately.
Yeah, it's
In fact,
definitely a toss-up.
Yeah. I don't know what you say about this matchup. It's quite even. It's power versus speed.
Yeah.
Power appears to be winning.
Yeah, and Yazlik obviously has a better guard, I would say, but his primary advantage is probably the speed, because Tarna can still get around his guard, I would say, with some of these wide, sweeping side steps that he has.
And his devastating stab that we just saw there.
Yeah.
Oh, excellent guard there, but a relentless attack still finds its mark. And a touch of lag still finds its mark as well. With the fire and flames. Appears to be fond of the left foot forward stance, and he gets him there. Yes. He has very high health, doesn't he, Tavanaski, relatively speaking?
Yeah, his health is higher than average. Not as high as Gideon's, I don't think, but it's up there.
Well, no one's health is as high as Gideon's. He keeps all his health in his stomach, which makes him a very well-rounded fighter. That was a joke. Well-rounded fighter.
Yeah, he's well-rounded in more ways than one, exactly.
Yeah, there you go. He's getting it. He's getting it. Oh, a good wrist snipe there. Trading blows. You don't want to be trading blows with Tavanaski. He is more than enough health to tussle, as we just established. He appears exhausted and weary, but he recovers.
Yeah, Max battering.
That's the thing. He is deceptive. I often find Tavanaski to have deceptive stamina, where he's so scary that you don't want to go in on him with his sword down, because what if he recovers? There Max goes, edging the victory.
Yeah, one more.
I was gone for like 30 minutes as well. How long was that fucking Alex v Alex duel? That must have taken a yonk.
Yeah, it took a while. Mechanics ran into some problems, and there was no host available.
Oh yeah, I'm sure he did. I'm sure he did. Yeah, problems.
And then he was,
quotation marks.
Yeah, there were a few questionable pauses too. I don't know if he was lagging or not, but it's like I was about to kill him, and then he abruptly paused it. But
yeah, I'm sure his whole life flashed before his eyes.
Yeah.
His whole life flashed before his eyes, and 90% of it was him. Well, let's not go too hard on him, you know.
Yeah. His ping
I'll
was
reserve
high,
what
though.
I think.
I can confirm that. So there's something on his end was not working out.
Check the YouTube chat.
Oh, Hassan for Max. Max is doing the random character roulette. The worst fucking USFC I've ever seen. Wow. Because
who said this?
Max did.
Hassan. Max. Where's Max? Is he in the Discord? What's going on?
Yeah, he's.
You got my main. This is horrible. Are we for real? Well, he doesn't mean that, I'm sure. He's a cheeky chap, that Max, but he can also be kind chap. He's a jovial fellow, that Max.
Yeah.
Well, we see.
What am I watching right now? This is Hellish Quart. It's a historical fencing game. One of the most realistic ones in the market. We're currently playing USFC. It's an event that we host every Saturday with this game. If you want to join us, find us on Discord. Just look up Hellish Quart PvP. You don't even need the game. You can just play with us in Parsec.
Indeed. And apart from minor lags and the occasional bug, the game is mostly jank-free.
Yeah.
It's very rare that you get someone that doesn't know what Hellish Quart is in this stream of all places. This is a rather obscure corner of the internet, I will say.
Yeah, the algorithm, I guess, sometimes pushes it out to people. It seems like sometimes people who don't even know like what HEMA is, they just get this pushed to them, and they're like, what the hell is that? And so they join. Yeah.
Sometimes I get things with only 10 views and I watch them out of curiosity, and those have been some of my best and some of my worst watches on YouTube.
Yeah.
We see here, surprisingly equal between Max and Kazi. Hassan, despite being considered a weak character, has had something of a resurgence lately.
Yeah, ever since Russ made those statements about Hassan being slept on, people have at least given him a go more and more lately. I'm not sure if Russ is right, but he is definitely doing better than I think people would have expected.
Yeah. Well, I like, what's his full name, Russell? Whatever,
Russ
your friends
Mitchell.
that you do the videos. Russ Mitchell. I'm a big fan of Russ Mitchell, so even if it's incorrect, I'm going to claim that he was right.
Yeah, and to his credit, he said I could yell at him if it turned out that he was wrong, so...
But he sounds like an old man based off his voice, so I'd refrain from doing that. You could give him a heart attack.
He is on the older side, yeah.
Well, Max has pulled ahead in this round so far, but not to too much of an extreme. A cheeky lunge there going through the chest. Oh, and a nasty punch to the face.
Yeah. Speaking of, I think I still have the Scottish Connor episode to do. I'll release that ASAP.
Yes. I must look forward to such an occasion. I had no idea Scottish mercenaries were so common. I thought it was an oddity that there'd be a Scottish man in Poland.
Yeah, but it turns out I did research on it too. There was lots of Scottish people even migrating to Eastern Europe. So not just in Poland, but in Russia as well. Some of the nobility in Russia in this time period and later were actually Scottish.
Really? I had no idea.
Yeah,
I suppose, all the wars of the deluge in Lithuania.
yep.
And beach treatment by the English, I suppose.
Yeah, exactly. That's why they came here as well, into Canada and the US.
Mm. Old Robert the Bruce, he was already long dead by this time.
Oh, yeah.
I don't remember what the Scottish War from Independence was. But it didn't work.
Yeah,
Like us or lump it.
nice
Oh
upcut.
my word. Max is coming out with a roaring start here. I think that's Max. Yes,
Yep.
playing as Calc of all people. They've both been switching characters a lot, which is very surprising to me. Failed attempt to rush in there. Jacek, of course, massively outpacing Kaltenstein in terms of speed. And here's something I just learned. Apparently, Kalkstein in German means lime scale. So
Oh, yeah?
he's a dirty man. He's a dirty man. Kalkstein.
Well, I know he owns a mill, so that might say something about his character. If you've played Kingdom Come Deliverance, you'll know exactly what I mean.
Oh yes, oftentimes in medieval history, I don't know if it was the case later on, one of the ways of taxing peasants was a miller could take
Yeah.
some of the grain that you farm naturally. And because of this, millers of members of the working class were among the most hated, up there with tanners and executioners. So when law and order broke down, one of the first people to flee after the nobles would be the miller, because where
Yeah.
would the peasants go after ransacking the nobles' house? It'd be the millers.
Yeah,
So yeah,
100%.
people that make bread, you're evil. Die is the moral of that story.
Yeah,
There's no place in heaven.
yeah,
for you.
and bakers sometimes were putting strange stuff in their bread as well in some time period, so sometimes the bakers were hated, even though they were so important. They would screw over the poor a lot of the time to make extra money.
What were they putting in there? Like
Sometimes,
sawdust?
like, yeah, sawdust, chalk, even rocks sometimes, believe it or not, if they were really trying to cheap out on their bread.
When I was a child, I read a story about that where a wizard, the main antagonist of a series, he would like trap people's souls, and he ended up destroying a whole village because he went to a bakery and they gave him rocks in his bread. And the
Yeah.
protagonist gets there and he says, "Your bread sucks." And then the baker says, "Oh, you would say that, wouldn't you, you fucking wizard?"
Yeah.
Anyway, very good story. The Jinx books.
Yeah.
I strongly recommend them if you're fond of fantasy or have a child. I read them when I was a kid.
Nice.
But I had no idea that was real. Bakers being evil.
Yeah, especially in the Victorian period where they were trying to industrialize baking. That's especially when they started screwing people
Pimping
over.
it, yeah.
Especially because the demand for white bread had increased to the point where the poor working class even wanted it. So they were like, how do we make this white bread cheaper? Because white bread is more expensive than brown bread. And that's one way to do it.
There you go, then a nasty double there. But that reminds me, talking of the Victorian times, 1666, you had the Great Fire of London started in Baker Street by a baker. Accidentally, he was out of the country at a time, but an ember from his bakery hit his thatched ground and started off a fire that almost consumed the whole city.
Yeah.
Yes. It was some shocking business right there. But yeah, I think we've put the world to rights. Bakers, no good, even in modern times. Can't trust them. As far as you can throw them, and you can't throw them very far, because bakers are quite heavy, typically.
Yeah. This is true. They indulge in sugar a little bit too much a lot of the time.
Well, as they often say, you don't trust a skinny chef.
Yeah.
So perhaps reassuringly round. I've no idea what happened there, but throughout Auto Guard shenanigans, Max appears to be winning the bout. Well, nasty blade beat there. You don't want to be messing around with that skyward chop.
Nice. Big
And
cut.
she messed around and she found out. Yeah. Among the biggest of cuts. But it's good that I didn't miss much. I did think you'd win that duel, so, but I had full faith in you. I saw you winning initially. Although I do admit, when I was eating my chicken curry, I wasn't thinking of you. I was simply too preoccupied eating a chicken curry, and it was delightful. Round looking quite even so far. An interesting change to Marta, of all characters. It appears Max and Kazi are dedicated towards switching matchups every single time. Such a thing appears to be going in Max's favour. The blade beat again there, but punished into a double. Very fortunate for Max there, as I was certain that he was going to perish in that little lag spike there. Ooh, and a devastating blow to the skull. Piers Martyr is more than happy to perform a litany of snap cuts and sidesteps.
Yeah.
And slashes as well, using the whole breadth of her. What do you say? Her roster? No, her combos? No, a kit. Her kit. That's it. That's the word I'm looking for.
I don't know if Max is super familiar with Marta, so that's definitely not helping. But that's why he's picking the random characters. He's having some fun.
Fair enough. Fair play to him. Kazi, I played him but a few weeks ago, and I must say he's come leaps and bounds since in terms of his skill.
Yeah. Yeah, he's challenging the best pretty consistently. He's one of those upcoming prospects, so I hope to see him in future events. Indeed. And perhaps even hosting future events.
Yeah. And I mean, he's lost a flag there, but he's tying up this round quite nicely. It's fairly even, 3-5 currently. Of course, Kazi does quite desperately need to win this, because if he doesn't, that's the set done. And it appears it could all be gone in an instant. Just as he was getting started. Let's see if he can even matters. With a blade beat there, but sadly it's not enough. Well played to both. Max takes the set.
No, Kazi took it, I'm afraid. We didn't switch sides.
Wait, no, Kazi?
Yeah.
Oh, whoops. No, I'm deluded. I'm completely delusional.
No,
I thought it was the other way around.
So, yeah.
Kazi, very well done, Kazi. Very well done. Typically, Max plays Sam. So, there you go. I got confused.
Yeah.
Whoopsie daisy. Well, Blake, yeah, fucking right. Well, now this one is for all the marbles, because I think it is even. I think it's 2-2. We're getting some comments now from the YouTube front. This is honestly the best commentary I've ever heard. Well, you flatter me. Roast Polo, you flatter me. Stupid epic reference. Oh, and this Roast Polo fellow. This is the newcomer to Hellish Quart. And it appears my siren voice and dulcet tones have beguiled him into watching evermore. Oftentimes, when people drop in to an unfamiliar live stream, they seldom stay. I can tell you that much for free. Yes.
How do you play this game online? I thought it wasn't a mode. So we play it either through Parsec or Steam Remote. So somebody hosts it on their PC and you connect and play that way.
Yes. And if you play via the online system of Parsec, you actually put yourself at risk of Kobold, the developer, coming to your house and beating you to death with a rock because he doesn't like the online play. Didn't he want to rename it to local game?
Yeah, like Kobold, it's funny because a lot of people are surprised that we can even play online because Kobold, he doesn't like advertise our server. He knows we exist, but he doesn't tell many people about us. He seems to be actively trying to sell his game as just a local game, unfortunately. So.
See. Well, he does have quite a standoffish relationship with this server nowadays. In days long gone past, in sunnier, brighter days, he once communicated with us openly. but ever since he's become embittered and embattled by the internet with his dynamic muscle changes, he's withdrawn into himself, becoming something of a hermit, developing a video game.
Okay, as for the sides, info will be on the left, Bobo on the right.
Oh shit! It's my set. Right. Well, I've
Yes,
got
it
to.
is.
I've got
Hello.
to stop. Well, you've got other commentators. There you go. Right, send me the link. I've already had the link. My
Yeah,
word.
yeah. Do you need keyboard, by the way, Bobo?
I do. And a man of my word, I will be stepping down from the commentator box
Sure.
and things of this nature. I'll
Maybe
just go to
wait.
the toilet just before I play. Just give me
Sure.
a moment.
Yeah. Just take the left info.
Yeah, just give me a second. Hello. How is the tourney going, Subu?
Yeah, it's going well so far. We're going through it at
Yeah.
a reasonable pace, nearly done. Hoping to get to Oak against Luck pretty soon. That'll be an exciting fight.
It will be. It will be. Who is the champion right now?
Oak right now is the champion. That's why
That's
it's the
nice.
anticipated one, yeah.
Yeah. Just thought because it will be anticipated because it's like two good players. But to be honest, if that was the requirement for anticipation, every single practically fight here would be anticipated.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
I have returned.
Yeah, the bread thing. Like, what was with the bread?
Oh, we were
Uh,
just
Don't you
talking
worry-
about
don't you
how
worry, you're
sometimes
pretty
there were
well.
additives added to bread. Things like
Oh, yeah,
chalk,
yeah,
Let me at
which
the
kind of
damn
looks like
commentator
flour,
call.
but it's not, of course. Stuff like rocks and even poisonous substances were added.
Oh,
Just the,
poison.
sawdust, even tasteless additives too that make the bread
You mean-
puff up, so it looks like it's properly baked, but it's not. Like that type of stuff.
Oh. Wait.
You good?
Lag.
Apologies for muting myself. I do it to focus. I am lagging quite heavily.
Yes.
Anyway.
Maybe it will be better now. Okay. I can. No. So, Malta's most movements are quite stationary and not really going forward because, well, her forward attacks are cuts like this, and that leaves you open. You can have some combos. To be honest, two. That was the worst one. There are other ones that are a lot better.
Good hit.
But as you
Bobo
can
is
see,
still up. Ooh, another hit.
yeah,
Bobo ain't dead.
yeah. One of the biggest Malta problems are her damage.
Nice.
But she can snipe the hands with those cuts pretty well, especially on characters that are exposed. Aye. Yeah, but her special attacks are quite exposed, especially on certain ones. Yeah. And she has quite bad recoveries on some thrusts, meaning she needs to be very careful with her distance. But her hand snipes. Oh. Yeah, like I said, The damage is not the best, meaning that you need to be very careful on certain things. Just not connect. Yeah, but at the same time, her range is good, and she can trade positively, since her HP is not Marina level, but still on the lower side. Nice lag. Are you lagging too? Aye. That's not good. Oh, fuck. Yeah, sure. Ah. Ay. Does not trade well. Okay. Only one. Okay. Ay.
Nice.
Yeah,
Well,
not good for me.
With the first one.
Uh-huh.
Well played, well played.
It was, yes, but
Bow-
like...
I bow out again.
Switching usernames.
Oh, thank you. Thank you, honey. Thank you. Sure. Laugh at me. Sure. Just... Maybe.
I've gotten quite the lag spike, so I'm just pausing for both our
Yeah.
sakes.
Yeah.
That was...
That's fine.
Anyway.
Who will be pinging me? Oh, okay.
Oh, that is
Matchmaking
not a
again.
good. This is not a good matchup overall. He just survives. Yeah. Yep.
Well played,
Yeah.
well played. And
Nah,
I
I
bow out
just-
again.
I think Marta is not very good for this. To be honest. Sorry.
Okay.
Are you there, Miss Info? You're
Just
on the left-hand side.
yeah. My auto hotkey just died for a second.
Unlucky.
Yeah,
Bye.
yeah, it does that sometimes. Mm, sure, why not? Maybe I'll check the skin. Maybe that will give me magical, like, rapier powers or something. The hat. It's the hat. The power is in the hat. Okay, dobra. So I am absolutely shit here. Oh, that was cool.
Nice. Yeah, Bobo is making it messy enough that Info is struggling to close the fight.
Also not helping the frost. And blade hits. I love those.
Nice stab.
I'm gonna do some certain. Maybe the power is in the.
Yeah, pickles are incredible
What?
koala.
Sure. Oh yeah, sure. Why not? No. No. I think I got tired of it. No. No. Well, I think this is GG unless I just like get in Ultra Instinct right now and like nah,
Ooh, not looking good for Info.
it's not. No.
There's a hit.
Yeah. Yeah, that hit did little to no damage. I know how it goes.
Oh, and that's it.
Yeah. Please.
And that's well played.
Yeah, it was.
Apologies.
Yeah, okay.
I had to concentrate, so I wasn't commentating there. If you wondered where I went, that was my set. Well played to Miss Info, making me
No, it
focus
was
there.
bad when we played. But one thing to you, I had fun. It's just I probably
I had fun, yes.
yeah.
And
I had fun too. But I need
and
to get
thus, yes, and thus begins my 1,000-year reign of terror,
back.
as I
Yeah.
am now on a 3-win streak, and
Ooh, yeah.
quite frankly, I've yet
Yeah,
to see
yeah.
anyone that can stop me.
Mm-hmm.
I'll be honest. Beforehand, I was quite worried, and after I don't want to boast, so I won't go into too much detail. But I was quite worried when I heard you were a Marta player, and then I saw the gameplay, and I thought, never mind. We'll
I
be
am a
okay.
Marta player, but like Marta is not in a good place.
No, well, no.
No, she's really not. Compared to like Marie right now, she's not. Before she was, but that was
What, did she
that
get
was
nerfed?
yeah, but not really like by. She got nerfed by like small fixes and changes that Cobalt makes that we don't really know what means. Her push
I
is
see.
worse. Her push was better. She can't get cancel her like blade beats the same way you could before with no neutral X, and it's just it is what it is. I have Marie. I just want to like try Marta again to see if I can like squeeze a little bit of more of her.
It appears, and going over to the YouTube chat currently to read the chatter of the proletariat,
Yeah.
we have Max, who, if you do not know, is Info's boyfriend. Honey, remember what we practiced? Well, she didn't remember much after I put a sword in her head. That is Marta, but she has
No,
a
no,
skin.
no, no, no. To be honest, you played a lot better Zera than Max, and Max also forgot to turn off old Hellish Quart during most of our practice. So everything I practically learned was not very applicable.
Yes. Well, you
So yes,
stroke my ego like a finely combed cat. I'm very happy.
yes.
Right, who
Like
do we have next?
James
Insignia
Bond
and
villain.
Grazmaz. Insignia on the left, Grazmaz on the right. I think both need keyboard.
Indeed.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna go to be honest.
Alright. Catch you later,
Oh,
Info.
yeah, bye.
Yeah, nice talking to
So
you.
long. Yes. And I was completely muted because I was, as the kids say, locked in and concentrating. And also, I can be, much to my own loathing, quite a whiny bitch when I lose. So I prefer to turn my microphone off as to evade
Fair enough.
any untoward statements. But I keep it to myself. So
Yeah.
Insigne versus Grazmiz. I've played Grazmiz before. They have been training Marie recently. They are a rapier fencer versus Insigne. Insigne is a very good player, and we shall see how this bout goes. Graz is a new player, so I am wishing him the best. Right. Are they staring at each other longingly, or are they going to fight?
Yeah,
Come on,
Graz
fellas,
seems
it's
good
not
to
even
go.
lagging. Come on, Graz, what about you, Insigne? Are you a chicken? Are you a lily liver? Are you, I'm trying to think, are you yellow bellied? That's another word for coward. Subata, you're the other man in the booth. What's a word for coward? A synonym.
um, you disgrace, I suppose.
Ah, little hard. I mean, us commentators are meant to remain neutral. We're not meant to insult the. I'm joking. I'm joking. We're not meant to insult the players, but I do that quite frequently,
Sissy,
and there's
I like
nothing
that one
anyone
as
can
well.
do to stop me. Sissy's a very good one. Wimp, another good
Yeah,
one.
yeah.
Insigne, if you don't start fencing, you're all these things and more. You're the rotten egg.
Weakling,
If you don't start
snake.
fencing. Snake's a good one. Snake's a
Yeah.
good one. That's kind of like a deceptive, pernicious level of cowardice, the likes of which the world struggles to see often.
Yeah.
Richard III, you could call a snake. He was quite good at being a traitor. Much
Okay.
maligned as a result. Let's see.
Obviously, Insignia, we're fucking with you. Alright,
Yeah, we're joking. Insigne, chill, man, chill.
yeah, we see your message, but
We
don't
see your
worry.
message. You're lagging like hell. He just won't move. Well, ladies and gentlemen of the chat, I regret to inform you, we've been mocking a disabled person this entire time. He's not a coward, he just cannot move. Much like Stephen Hawking. And I completely retract my previous statements. And I
Yeah.
will say, well, hold on, we have some comments from the YouTube. I don't like that drunk dude. You take that back. I was that drunk dude, and I like him, and you will too. I'm
Oh
exerting the
my.
power of influence over you, Roast Polo. And I'm not letting you get away with that one. You at least have to show ambivalence towards Father Zero to get into my good graces. Anyway, we'll see if Insigne is able to move here. He appears to be only able to twitch at random intervals, like a spasm, like an epileptic fit, or perhaps someone with a degenerative muscle disease.
Yeah, I don't see him trying to
Maybe
do that.
another
There we go.
host. But if anyone else wishes to host, then we could watch
Yeah.
via that.
It sounds like his controls just aren't working for some reason.
Yeah, that is quite strange.
Because Grasmus.
You quite like him. I can't read. Yes, Roast Polo. I do apologise. That
Oh.
YouTube member I was insulting said he quite liked that drunk fellow. And apparently I'm completely illiterate. And according to him, I should commit grievous bodily harm to myself. And those are his words, not mine. I didn't just make those up to make myself seem like the victim. Which, do. No, he's actually, believe it or not, Roast Polo, he's very difficult to play. Believe it or not, yes, he has. In this game, there are certain characters can put different feet forward, and depending on what stance they're in, their moveset completely changes. And he's, yes. Well, there you go, Rose Polly. You learn something new. If you want, I could teach you in the ways of Father Zero. Yeah. But it appears at the moment this duel has been aborted and someone else will begin hosting, perhaps. Or we're going to start again and see how it goes.
Now you can move.
Yes.
His problem is, for some reason, he can't move. I was having that issue too, actually, on my end, which was strange against mechanics. Briefly, my input stopped for some reason. So, it's some sort of... I don't know, is it parsec, is it the game? I'm not sure. I was able to move, which is the weird part, and I was able to press A to go to the main menu, but I couldn't attack, so I don't know.
Well, it's been paused again, so this duel appears to be...
yeah, it's a game issue.
Yet another dud.
But perhaps, or
but he appears to be moving just fine in brief intervals. He appears to be going back and forth. Can he not attack? Is that his problem?
Your moves are blocked like something stops your bar on itself.
As in your fighting moves, you can't put in fighting inputs.
Yeah.
Insignia.
Yeah, I get what he means.
I see. Well, that is quite strange. Yes.
So you're able to walk, is that right? Is it the same issue I was having? Because it was actually happening to me too. it's a Kubaldism.
Yeah. I see. Well, perhaps he's merely a pacifist then. You know, which is another word for coward.
He was able to cut just now. I don't know if that means anything.
Yeah. Perhaps these are all an advanced set of mind games that have manipulated the general populace into giving our sympathies to Insignia. Who knows?
Nothing works this way.
Although that is rather uncharitable of me, as I don't think Insignia would make this up. He's a nice lad and an honourable fellow, despite the hard time I've given him. Someone else needs to host. Perhaps? It isn't a host thing. Others with moving. Yes, this seems like a controller issue. It appears our other player, Graz, is trying to give him a good push. Try and get him unstuck from whatever quagmire he's wedged himself within. And he's moving, he's shuffling ever so slightly, albeit reluctantly. Oh, he's moving back and forth now. He's moving back and forth. Let's see if he can attack. Alas, no, he can't be bothered. Oh, he can move forward. Okay, he can walk. It's like watching someone who's been in a vicious car accident slowly regain control over their muscles and learn to walk again. He's dodging. Oh, I've never seen such advanced movement. My word. No, I don't think this is base. I disconnected. What are you talking about? Okay. Apparently, ladies and gentlemen, he's disconnected, and this is merely the whims of a bot that I was commentating over. So I am delusional. As has been a running theme.
It's not a...
Can we go back to talking about bread?
Sure.
I missed that. So, what's your favourite kind of bread?
Typically garlic bread is my preferred sort of bread, like herb, garlic bread, that type of thing.
That's a good choice. But I'm a fond of seeded loaf. Warburton's, which is a British bread brand, do seeded loaves, and I must say I'm a big fan. Yes. Healthy snack.
Favorite healthy
seeds,
snack.
If you can get sunflower seeds or things of this nature. Much better than peanuts or chocolate or crisps if you're going to snack on them.
Yeah, peanuts in small amounts are fine. The problem is it's so easy to overeat on them. Like
Oh, absolutely.
you eat more than a handful, you've probably already eaten too much. It's that dense.
Exactly. Well, that's the thing. They're a bit Moorish, a bit like they're very similar to crack cocaine in that way.
Hmm.
You can never seem to get enough.
Yeah, it's why you gotta have them in a dish like Kung Pao chicken, because then there's a lot of other good
Ooh,
stuff you're also eating, so you don't feel like you're missing out
exactly.
on the goodness of the peanuts.
Sort of like when you slip a pill to a dog, but you slip it in his meal, so he eats everything around it and the pill.
Yeah.
Yes. So that way you can kind of bribe yourself into healthy eating.
Speaking of Kung Pao, I don't know if you have Earl's over in the UK, but we have it here. Really nice restaurant. They make a really good Kung Pao chicken. And one time I decided to have 20 peppers, chili peppers in the Kung Pao. And
Oh,
usually
I
you're not
see. Well,
supposed to order that many, but the chef's obliged. They're like, okay, we'll do it.
I mean, that sounds very spicy. Being as white as I am, as you can hear from my voice, I simply cannot tolerate such spice.
Yeah, I also am white, but I love spicy food. So they were sort of
See?
looking at me like I was crazy when I ordered 20 peppers. They're like, okay, yeah, let's put 20 peppers in. We'll show them. And the owners and everybody were watching me, and I love those peppers. Don't get me wrong, but 20 is way too
Hmm.
much. At that point,
Yeah, I was
it's
going to say that does sound rather foolish. I'm remiss to admit I cannot see the state of the game as Steam Replay is not working for me. Go on without me, as I am a brave soldier, and I can tolerate such a thing.
oh, I can let you in
But,
after one of them dies, maybe. I realized I didn't give you a link.
yeah,
So.
probably. Oh, no worries, no worries. You need to give individual links, don't you?
Yeah, that's why I
For,
forgot. There you are.
right. Well, the match is continuing then, and I'm simply glad to see that happening. That is
Yeah,
wonderful.
yeah.
That is wonderful.
We have started. You
I
just
wouldn't have
killed
it
Insigne,
any other
didn't
way.
you?
Right.
Huh?
Yeah. So it's Insigne versus Grazmataz or whatever his name is. Graz being a Russian player, a Marie player, and someone who's played me before. He's a nice lad, I must say. He really changed my mind on what Russians can be. As previously, I thought they were all Ushanka wearing Ivan Dragos. You ever seen the film Rocky IV? A bit like that. You know,
Stab.
very scary. But it turns out they can be quite nice people as well, on occasion.
Yeah.
Right,
So
but we have
I don't know what's
Graz
wrong
on the
with
right
Insigne.
versus what's his face on the left. Has he given up again? Has he given up again? Oh my word. Oh hell no, Steam lagging too. Young man, you entered this tournament. You're getting out of it one way or the other. You play on.
Alright.
I'll not tolerate any more of this. And look at that, he goes
Well,
for the grab. He's faking it.
He just
He's like
grabbed
Stephen
his
Hawking in
opponent.
his wheelchair. He's faking it. Stephen Hawking could walk. I swear it to you. He was doing that for attention.
It's not very
Right, here we go.
sportsmanlike.
No, I know. Stephen Hawking faking that was a damnation for disabled people everywhere. Oh, you're talking about the game? Yes.
Yeah, he just grabbed his
It's a
opponent.
horror.
I was like, what are you doing? Okay.
Yeah, well,
I don't think
it's
he actually
returning.
can play though, to be fair, but yeah,
If
grabbing.
he can't play, then I think surely this would disqualify him, as he cannot compete, in a sense. We've tried it Steam Replay. I mean, the best we could do, best of 3, is give him the leave to live of someone nearby to him hosting. So, where are you from, Graz? Not Graz. Where are you from, Insigne? Because I think we would all like to
Germany.
know, quite frankly.
Yeah, so it should be
Germany.
fine on paper, but he's having some problems, so. I
Well,
don't know.
well, I'm from the UK. You're in Canada, are you not, Subutai?
Yeah.
Yeah. A distant realm, if ever there was one. Does it even exist? I cannot say. I've never
Yeah,
been
it
there
does.
myself.
It does.
Does it? Well, you are known
So-
to lie on occasion, Subutai, so I won't
It's a
take you at
wide,
your word.
vast country with a very spread out population, unless you live in one of the big cities.
Yes, like Vancouver or
Yeah.
Toronto?
Yeah,
Yes.
Toronto's the biggest. It's a lot like New York, actually. Canadian New York.
I see. I see. Then again, I simply cannot be certain as to his existence, even though I know many things about it. You know, you can always. It always pays to have a healthy amount of skepticism. I say.
Yeah, you're not wrong there. What is it? What else? Montreal is also a big one. And Calgary and Edmonton and Alberta are the two big cities here. Although they're really more mid-sized by world standards, but
I thought Calgary was in India.
nope.
No, no. I remember. I saw a comedy skit where an Indian man said, "My cousin in Calcutta has that in Calgary." Uh, anyway, I won't get into that too much. British humour for you, but Calcutta is the medieval capital of India
Yeah.
and the second largest city there. And Calgary is a town of what, 10, 15 people in Canada?
Calgary's what, sorry?
How many people live in Calgary? 10, 15 people?
No, it used to be that low, believe it or not, in like the Wild West era. But I'd say I think it's like 1.5 million or something right now.
Yes.
If I were to guess, it's bigger than
So
Edmonton,
in a sense, the number 1.5 and 15 have a lot in common. So I was quite close. I wasn't that far off.
Yeah, I was actually right on the money, 1.5 million. That was a guess, actually. I just knew it was a bit bigger than Edmonton. So, nice.
Oh, he's looking it up. Yes. Well,
Yeah, I was
we're
right.
having some chatter from the Discord server where they're talking about us discussing unrelated matters of the game. If you stop fannying about, young man, and you got on with the gameplay, but we wouldn't have to fill the dead air, would we?
Yeah. We
Yeah,
approved
yup.
it, guys, so you guys can host.
Yes.
We're waiting for you.
Yes. Yes.
They're like,
If I was
approve it
to
already. We're
sort
like,
this
man,
match-
we're waiting for you.
Yeah. Well, wait. Yeah, exactly. You come through the damn door. It's like trying to let your cat into the damn house. I've opened the door for you. Walk in. You yob. You're a foolish. Okay, I won't be too rude. So it's not on Steam Replay. It's on this, whatever this is. Max is hosting, who played earlier in the tournament and played very
Yeah,
well.
and he's streaming it
I
to
think
us,
he won.
apparently. So,
Yes, well, I mean, I suppose through several degrees of separation, it's still our stream. I do apologise for the delay, people. Such a thing cannot be helped.
Okay, there we go.
Yes.
So how this will work is I will stream the the game on the Discord, or do you join
on
the
Discord is fine.
game
Yeah.
through? Okay, yeah, gotcha. Let me do this real quick, and there we go. Max
Our
commentary
new
in the-
chatter on the Discord is casting belligerence, not belligerence, is casting doubt on the claims of Insignia. But
Oh, let me-
we shall have to see.
What are
if,
the claims of
he's being
Insignia?
legitimate. Well, that he's lagging big time lag. I suppose you could
Oh,
say.
And then he grabbed
we'll
his
see-
opponent.
we'll
We'll
see if,
reset
the
the flags,
situation
though, I
improves.
think, because that was kind of sus. The grabbing,
Yes. Yes.
I got
scoring a
you.
point. We'll just reset the whole thing. So nobody scored
I
anything.
certainly
None of that happened.
cocked an eyebrow. I'll certainly
Yeah.
say.
So before when the whole podcast thing happened about the population of Canada, I had a question actually.
Oh, yes.
If you, both of you, had to pick any sort of character from the game and live their life, including their skills, their money, their properties, their financial status, stuff like that, including, of course, the major events in their life, like, for example, Laszlo losing an eye, stuff like that, who would you pick? Who would you pick? That's the big question. Who would you pick?
I would go with Dennis or Yazuk, I think. I think Dennis
Mhm.
because he has the life of a soldier in the Ottoman Empire. He fights a lot, becomes really skilled, but then he settles down as a starosta and sort of
Yes.
Yes.
lives a really
With a wife and
easy-
child as well.
Yeah, he lives a very lavish
correct.
life after that. So I think
Mhm, mhm.
his whole arc is pretty appealing. he doesn't do anything. I mean, obviously he's a soldier, so I'm sure he did some questionable stuff, but he doesn't seem like he's particularly evil. He seems like he's very loyal. So I don't know. I think we're
Personally,
pretty
I would like
like-minded.
to be,
Yes.
if I had a second life that, to borrow a Japanese term, I was isekai'd into, I wouldn't mind being Yendrek. I always wanted to be a farmer, to
Yendrek.
be honest with you.
A
Armor.
shepherd, yeah.
Yeah, he was a shepherd actually. So the thing about
A
Jędrek,
shepherd and a
he had
farmer are one and the same.
from what I remember, Jędrek had a pretty tragic past. I believe.
Well, he was a
Samuel killed
criminal.
his
He's a
father?
career criminal.
Oh yeah,
Um,
absolutely.
I don't think Samuel
No.
killed his brother. I read the arcade mode. He worked
Yeah.
for Yakub and Samuel. Kept the peace when they got kidnapped. Then Yakub came back and he killed Samuel in the story mode, at least. He killed Samuel for him as like a rival mobster, sort of, if you can think of that.
Ah.
And then he's like, right, you know what? I'm just going back to the mountains, and he just goes back to the mountains and lives out his days.
So to be honest, I do think Jędrek would be one of the worst picks. Remember, this is Poland we're talking about, Sarmatian Poland, where people that were not of nobility really didn't have it that well. We see this romanticized version of Poland, like, oh, everyone was wearing a saber and everyone was rich and everyone had this ridiculous outfit. No. These were the elites. So the situation in Poland of the time was people that were not nobles couldn't vote. They couldn't wear any colorful clothes, surprisingly. They could not own a sword like the szabla. Actually, it was legally not a thing they could do. They could own other swords though. They could. It was possible for like a rich merchant to have a let's say side sword or long sword through just because they had money. And another thing with Jędrek is I said you inherit their possessions, their like possessions. I mean properties. Like property.
Yeah.
As well as their
has
skills
goats.
and weapon.
Don't put him down. He owns several animals.
Yeah.
I know he's impoverished. I knew that off the bat. I just wanted to leave a simple life of a farmer. That's all, man.
Yeah.
That's all a man wants.
But the thing is, because Jędrek, if we consider, his storyline through the arcade mode as a real thing, a canonical thing, he would be a wanted man. First of all, he killed Samuel fucking Zborowski. I mean, come on.
Yeah,
The Black
but he's
Saber
in the
of
mountains,
Poland.
and famously, no one living in the mountains ever got caught with any crime. So
Maybe.
Being
And
an outlaw
the
too
thing-
meant you didn't have much for rights. So if somebody
Yes.
caught you,
well,
Yeah.
I mean, they
you're
just
very
killed you in
likely
that
to be
time.
tortured or killed. Yeah.
Yeah, and another thing is, as we all know, Jędrek is pretty weak in the game, which is due to his weapon. The axe would not be a very good weapon to defend yourself against a sword. That is in a
Russ
duel.
Mitchell
Of
would
course.
disagree a little bit actually. He thinks the
Oh, yeah.
Volkosh has an edge on the saber. Maybe not the longsword or the rapier, but the saber it might have an edge. Obviously skill
And
though.
full-time,
The thing with Jędrek though, he's definitely not the most skilled. I would say. Somebody
Oh,
like
so,
Jacek, if
But the
Jacek
thing
pulled
is,
up with a saber, I
I'm
bet
quite
Jacek would
skilled,
beat him.
and if I was Jędrek, I'd be the best character in the game. That's all I'm saying.
Oh, I believe
know?
you. I believe you, Boba.
Yeah. I listened to Russ Mitchell. In fact, the other day I was taking down the shed, and I hit it several times with my axe, and I felt very tough. And the shed.
Oh, you felt
I'm
like
looking at it
Russ.
now.
Yeah, Russ Mitchell focus fencing guide, of course.
I didn't actually look that up, but I did watch an unrelated video by Russ Mitchell, and I think it's a transferable skill. I'd just be good at it. That's all I'm saying. It's slow skilled labor.
I believe you.
I'm a
The
smart
thing
man.
about Jacek, I heard you both say like Jacek would be pretty good. But that is another question. Do we follow his life as it was in history? Because for those that don't know, Jacek Dydyński was very much a real person. Kubold, of course, romanticized him a bit, but from what I read from a museum of Szlachta Polska and stuff like that, it's a real museum. It was a real document, real with experts agreeing that it was real. Jacek Dydyński was a saber for hire, just like in Hellish Quart. And he lost only one duel ever in his life to a certain man named Tarnawski. Tarnawski
Oh.
is not, Mikołaj Tarnawski, not Alexander Tarnawski.
They're
Tarnawski
probably based
ambushed
off of him, though.
Yes, absolutely. I imagine Kubold saw Jacek's history and then copied it into the game. Though Mikołaj Tarnawski ambushed him in the forest, so it wasn't like a real duel, probably. He was a rich man. But the reason why I said Jacek might not actually be the best pick is if we follow his real life story, Jacek actually doesn't live that long. Being, of course, a military man for life tends to be dangerous. If I look the document up, I remember him dying in some sort of battle, like 5 years after his disputes with other Szlachta clans. Jacek Dydyński. Let's look it up. Okay.
Well, the thing is, medieval life in general is going to be far more difficult than it is today.
Early modern
Even if
life,
you had all the skills.
which is what this game is.
Well,
yeah. Point still stands. There was
Well,
a more
oh,
brutal
okay.
time. Even nobles at this
Yeah.
time, by the way, they were like 10% of Poland's population at the time.
Oh
And
yeah,
lots
yeah.
of them were
They were
landless
not.
nobility. They were pretty poor.
Yeah.
They had the sabers on their side, maybe, but they didn't have actual property that they owned.
Yes, this is the
Yeah.
so-called goła szlachta, gołota, or naked nobility. These would be servants. They would still have rights to vote. They
Yeah.
would still have their saber if their money allowed it. They would still have their crest, and they would be, well, on paper, have as many rights as the richer szlachta.
Yeah.
You can, if you ever watched any of Polish cinema like Deluge or Ogniem i Mieczem, you could see Gołota being represented, usually as a servant to the richer noble. They would tend to the stables. They had their own living quarters in another nobleman's house.
Yeah.
Now,
I see.
I think yesterday, I was watching a movie with a couple of people from the Discord server called Born for the Saber, which was a documentary with stunning pictures and actual real fencing done by Jakub Sieniawski, if you know who he is. Jakub Sieniawski being an expert of Polish cross-cutting and the CEO of the Polish Association of Cross-Cutting to preserve the art. So that movie actually presents war veterans as a backbone of Polish nobility education. War veterans would come from fronts where they survived, they had experience, and a richer noble would take one of those in and use them as a tutor, as a sort of guiding hand for their next heir, for the next in bloodline. So the Polish art of cross-cutting wouldn't necessarily be a family thing. It could be taught by a person who was previously in battle, and the father of a son could hire such a tutor for his son. They would live a lot of life together, the tutor being the son's best friend, the father's best friend. It was part of family, but not blood family, if that makes sense.
Yeah, trusted members, basically. You get that.
Yes.
Friend of the family.
If you ever have, it's very similar to what we have today with richer people. They have like family doctors or homeschooling. It was to that extent, but even more close and basically being more of a part of the family. You could say it was a family battler, but instead of serving food, drinks, and cleaning, he would teach your son how to handle himself in battle and in life.
And
That was a very nice
getting back to the duel,
yeah, I'm
a
sorry.
brutal impaling there by
I see,
Graz. Insignia,
Graz
of
is-
course, has been coming ahead in some of these sets. He said he couldn't play before, but he most certainly can now.
People are
Graz's
mentioning that we're
signature-
not talking about the fight, but that's normal USFC, actually. That's not abnormal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For those who
Me
are new
actually
here.
talking about the fight is out of the ordinary. You know,
Yeah.
typically me commentating on the fight like
Yeah,
an old
everyone take a
ringside
picture.
boxer.
Oh,
We can see
a
here
touch of
that
lag
Graz
there.
is very passive. From my experience with Graz, he is a very passive player that recognizes opportunities extremely well. He is
Yeah,
very
defensive is
terrifying.
the way of putting it, rather
Yes.
than active defensive.
yeah.
Defensive, you could say that, yeah.
By the way,
Insignia's
who's winning or losing? I
walking
can't really
forward a
tell.
lot. Insignia's winning
What?
so far. He was making it really messy.
I see.
He needs one more.
Well, it certainly
actually.
seems close, as
Yeah.
the round currently is all tied up. Oh,
Oh, yeah, that's a
very
blunder.
bold dash
Dashing
forward
in
there.
Risky.
like that.
Risky
Yeah.
line.
It can pay off, but
It doesn't
if it
always
does
work.
not pay off, you're dead. Yeah.
Yes.
Well, that can be
So
said about
Graz
a lot of things.
abandoning his defensive playstyle didn't really pay off there.
No.
Oh,
But
a
it certainly
beautiful
paid off
lunge.
there. The double
Yeah.
lunge, yes. Typically, opponents do not see that one coming, unless they're me.
Perhaps he's trying to get his opponent into a rhythm that, oh my god, Graz is being defensive right now. I sure hope he doesn't do anything, and then
Oh,
just
oh, that was
mindlessly rushing in and taking
Conditioning
advantage.
is called in fighting games. Conditioning.
Yes.
Dear Max.
Oh my god, that was very close for Graz.
Well, nasty blade beat there, and another one. Keeping his distance, Graz.
Yeah, Graz getting out of the corner.
Oh,
And
Double
another
lunge
hit
doesn't
stands there,
kill.
but he's just barely alive.
Both are
clinging
tired,
to life,
actually.
Insigne.
Graz
wanting to
got
give up.
tired of stabbing his opponent, I guess.
Oh,
and it's a double.
And they both got tired of life there and decided just to give up, as many people have.
Never give up. Never give up. Give up in
Yeah,
life.
yeah,
Things get
never
better.
give up. They
Never.
sometimes the gift of a new day can seem like a curse, as it must be
Oh.
to Insigne, who has been properly impaled in the stomach and face,
Very
which are the last
nicely
places
done.
you want to be impaled.
Yeah, he flailed at his opponent as if wanting to grab.
Who is up
but-
after this?
Oh,
I
let's-
can check in the USFC timetable.
Get
If you give me a
no,
moment.
getting impaled in the face would be pretty painless, no?
Well, it would be instantaneous death almost. So,
Yes.
you know.
Yep.
I would say getting stabbed in the stomach and by extension in the spine would be the most horrifying death. Actually,
Yes.
Well,
Well, that's
back
what
in
seppuku
these
used to be.
times-
If you dishonored
Yeah.
yourself, used to do that in Japan.
yeah.
No, yeah, not even talking about the obvious risk of infection. Of course, having your stomach pierced and having all the stomach fluids go out would be extremely painful. Couple that
Oh,
with
yeah, 'cause of the acid.
Yeah.
severing the spine column. Oh,
And the
Shivers
thing
to
is,
think
you
about.
could die within a minute if that happens, or you could die within weeks from the after effects if that were to happen to you. It would
yeah,
depend
I'd
on
take a
what's
stab
been
to
hit.
the face anytime.
Yeah. There's the aorta there too. You could die pretty much instantly from a stomach wound too. It just depends on where it hits you.
Really? Stomach wounds.
Uh,
I would expect more to
to
be
answer people-
me for the heart.
To answer people in the Discord, the next match after this is Dauntless versus Next, and then we have the title bout.
Yes.
And it
Oh.
appears Insigne has had some remarkable luck so far in switching from Barbage to Yan. The extra speed, no doubt, giving him an advantage.
Longer
I have a
saber,
question.
I think is the big
Who is
thing.
who is going to compete in the fight for the champion title?
Yeah. Oak and Luck. So Oak is defending the title
Oh.
and Luck is trying to win it.
Both very good players.
Yep.
No.
Luck
well,
is the
Grace
fastest player
keeps-
in the server, definitely the fastest in the West, as he is North American.
Faster than you, Subotai, because I remember I dueled you casually once and you made me look silly, quite
Yeah,
frankly.
yeah. He is faster than me. Of course, I've beaten him plenty of times. I can even
Oh,
beat
of
him in the
course.
Isabella mirror and shit on him. But no, seriously, Luck is a lot faster than I am. As far as reaction
Oh, wow.
time, he has that sort of teenage, reaction time still. I'm a little bit
Yeah.
older than that now, so I'm starting to slow down. So,
Well, despite
It's
how
okay.
old my voice may sound, I'm 21, but I still feel the thing's slowing down. I was never the best at aiming. And my
Ah,
reaction times, quite frankly, are clumsy, to say the least.
But
It gets
gentlemen,
worse.
with age comes wisdom. No, you have to get them into a battle of wits and win because you're older.
Absolutely,
That's my
absolutely. It's,
Or
it's
how do
like
you
they
interact
say,
with this?
the new broom sweeps pretty well, but the old broom knows all the corners.
Names aren't
Did they say
changed.
that?
Well, it's obvious who's who, I think. Insigny's moving forward the whole time, so.
For
As he
those who
should, though,
don't
to be
know,
fair.
Grace is on the left.
Yeah,
Rasmus is
yeah,
on
yeah.
the left, and Singing on the right.
I'll wait till
I
this
apologize
flag
if I cut
concludes,
some people
and
off.
if I need to, I'll switch. There we go.
Oh, that was a stab
Devastating
in the
impale
armpit.
there.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's
would
the
go
last
through
place
the
you want to
lung.
get stabbed. Is the armpit is very
Oh.
soft. That'd be very
Even,
painful.
yeah, that goes
What, it
straight through
impaled
both
there?
lungs. That is horrifying. Oh, well,
Yeah.
maybe we should not discuss such ballistics. This is not a very happy topic to talk about. No, Christmas being more passive and Insignia going for more of a careless playstyle
Especially-
here. Perhaps the score difference is getting to
We
his
are
head.
having a touch of lag here by the looks of things, but they appear to be playing on,
Yeah, it's very pixelated. to me,
unperturbed by the
too,
delay.
But it is
Yes.
what it is.
Exchange
That
happens
is
and
unfortunate.
Grace attacks the wrist.
Yeah, it could easily be 2-2 now. There's no
Yeah,
ruling that out. Yeah,
and
Grace
Grace
is adjusting
brings
well.
it back into a match point.
Indeed.
That was very beautiful.
This one's for all the
Oh.
marbles.
oh, and Signy's dashing in. He really wants that kill, but that is dangerous
He
to do
really
against
does.
the rapier.
So he is
Yeah.
repeating the same mistakes he was doing that potentially cost him this round.
Oh,
Oh,
that's
and
it.
there it is.
Nice aggression.
Overwhelming
Right
Very
when
firepower.
nicely done.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Wins the round. And that is Insigne taking
was-
that. And
That
does he
was an
take the
interesting
game?
animation there. He
Yeah.
does. I suppose that means I will not be hosting anymore unless other people
Unless we
want to
need to,
play
yeah.
on the European. Yes, yes.
Indeed. Yes. Well, thank you very
Uh,
much for that, Max, lending to us your hardware and
No problem.
commentary. It's always
Don't even
wonderful to have
mention
you. Anytime.
Yes. I suppose I will leave now, and the game froze. Excellent. Well, goodbye, everyone.
yeah.
So long. Ta-ta.
Oh, this
Thank you
should
very
be
much.
nice. Next is a fellow Canadian, actually, so there should be no lag problems. Bye bye.
There you go.
Yeah.
Bye bye. So, on the topic of Canada, I'm reminded of the several good Canadian bands that exist out there. Namely, my favourite is Rush, if you've ever heard of them.
Yeah, I have.
They're quite good, aren't they?
Yeah.
You're not okay. Well, that's that conversation done. Okay.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
don't
we're in
listen to
agreement,
much of their
Rush.
music, but they're well regarded. So,
Yeah. What about Martha and the Muffins? That's another Canadian band.
Yeah, I've heard of them.
Yep. They any good?
Yeah, I'd say they're pretty good. Listen to a few of
Oh,
their
that's
stuff.
got.
What else? Was it
Okay.
a 3 Days Race? That's a Canadian one, isn't it? They're
I've
really
not
good.
heard of them before. I see.
Yeah, it's Canadian. Canadian rock band. Highly recommend that one. Yeah. That's one I listen to regularly. Yeah, they're from Toronto. And that sort of neck of the woods.
Well, apparently in the YouTube chat, people are saying there's no way I'm 21, but I turn 22 in a month, so they're not entirely wrong.
Yeah, I get the opposite. Like, some people look at me and they're like, you must be 19. I'm like, no, I'm 25. Yeah.
Well, you do have a. I don't wish to condemn or
Yeah.
slight, but you do have a voice like a young man.
Yeah. Yeah, I get that a lot.
I have the opposite problem. People talk to me like I have a fucking mortgage when they meet me for the first time over the internet.
Yeah.
I'll never have a mortgage. That's just something my. And you listen to Rush, forgetting one. Forgetting a one at the start. 100. You're saying I'm 121. Well, I suppose I'll be flattered. Crikey. But of areas of history to live in, of course the modern times isn't the best because, you know, we're going through the 6th mass extinction. But the 20th century was pretty bad to live through, wasn't it?
Yeah, you had the Spanish flu, World War One, World War Two.
World War Two, the Cold War,
Yeah, yeah.
all the wars in between.
In some ways, the Cold War, we were closer to nuclear annihilation too, I would say, than we are now. In other ways, it's worse now, though, I would say, with stuff like
Yeah,
AI and terrorism and stuff
nuclear
like that. So
proliferated.
it's
Yeah.
debatable how close we are now by comparison, but the Cold
There
War would have
is,
been terrifying to live through.
yeah, the atomic of. Have you ever heard of the Bulletin of Atomic Scientists? They estimate we're quite close to, if not nuclear devastation, then some form of devastation.
Yeah.
There you go. But I don't wish to be so crude. So instead, we shall change it to a cheerier topic.
Yes, the two fighters are here. Dauntless on the left, Nex on the right. Honestly, I think
That's it.
the late medieval period, obviously after the Black Death, because the Black Death was one of the worst periods for humanity ever, I would say.
If you were in Europe, if
But
you were in China or sub-Saharan Africa, it was chill.
apparently
The
China
Black Death
had it
didn't
pretty
get.
hard too, actually, is the thing.
Well, they had a later on infection. It infected them in, I think, the 20th century. It came back up, and then that was a really bad infection. But if
They're
you were in 1300s China, you were chilling.
they're actually saying it infected China at that time too, from Uzbekistan, and it went like all throughout the old world.
I've heard conflicting reports, but there you go.
Yeah, as if you look at population graphs in China, it kind of dips down during the period of the Black Death and then goes back up again. So the population recovered because China is so massive, but it was a lot
Absolutely.
of people who died.
One of some of the bloodiest wars in history were Chinese civil wars. You ever heard about the war where a man said he was Jesus' brother because he was salty about failing a test? That's a real thing.
Yeah,
He killed millions. I'm not making this up. There was a magistrate test where,
yeah,
they often say social mobility is a way of ensuring that societies don't collapse because the working class can cling to something.
mhm,
Well, this magistrate, they had the magistrate test, which is a test that takes 3 days, and you have to
Yeah.
completely ace this 3-day long test. And it's very difficult, and if you don't do it, you don't get anything. But if you succeed, you get to become a magistrate, which is you get power, you get like a political job, and so forth. So it was desirable for a nice play there, and so it was desirable for paddy farmers, etc., who would train their whole lives for it. And this guy failed, and
yeah.
I'll continue this story another time. Anyway, so as we can
That
see
one.
here,
Ooh, the arm was dangling
They-
there. That chop just.
yes. Yeah, that's the new gore system that Kobold's added in. One of the few good additions in recent times. Now, of course, any matchup is a tricky matchup for Yendrek, but Dauntless seems to be making excellent work of it. One could say he appears undaunted by his character's weakness of a lack of an auto guard. That was a good one there. I thought you'd have a chuckle at that. Oh well. But next responding with violence of her own there.
Bicep got hit in the head.
Ooh,
Nice.
a mighty chop to the head. I certainly wouldn't want that to happen to me. Yendrek does, of course, have one of the highest health pools in the game. He's definitely in the top third of fighters. But even he cannot withstand such an assault. Ooh, going around the blade. Very good. That's the thing with Yendrek, you have to be confident. You see, I mean, we had Max in here earlier saying living as Yendrek would suck, but it seems to look pretty good when he does it, so I don't know. I think I could make a pretty good go of it.
Yeah.
I don't know what he was thinking there, that was a very bold push.
Yeah, force
Perhaps
push.
he can see something we can't.
Yeah.
Yeah, force push is a good word for it, because he was fighting a ghost, to be frank.
Yeah. And he had such a serious face too. He's like, he really thought that was gonna work. Wow. Again.
Hey.
Off with her arm! I mean, Marie Antoinette could relate, except her head fell off. French ruler, Marie Antoinette,
Yeah.
died in the French Revolution.
She did not say let them eat cake though. That is a myth that has been spread
She didn't,
by
no.
her
but
enemies.
Something that wasn't a myth was the fact that she was a woman. You know who else is a myth? Isabella. So in a sense,
Yeah.
there's many similarities there. Many similarities.
Yep.
Very rare that you see Jendrik, and even rarer that you see him winning. Now, I dare say we have an underdog story on our hands. The low tiers against the high tiers. The haves against the have-nots, so to speak.
Yeah.
Which fits, because Jendrik is a very poor man.
Yeah, it fits that whole French Revolution example you brought up too.
Exactly.
bringing down the elites.
My intellect knows no bounds. In other words, I'm really fucking smart, and you've guaranteed that. Thank you, Superstar. Thank you. I'm joking, of course. You know, I wouldn't be so blatantly egotistical. That bit of sarcasm. Yes, but well played. Players complaining about lag as per usual, but this time it seems to be rather manageable compared to the palaver of last round, which was a disaster or a travesty, which I would call it. Ultimately, there will always be some degree of lag. You just have to tough it out, or man up, as I like to say. Yeah. While we're waiting for the next round, I suppose we can once again talk about some facts. Did you know the most common name in the world was Mohammed Singh?
Mm-hmm.
Really, you knew that? Well, anyway, I was going to say, if you see a random white woman in the street and you guess her name is Mohammed, statistically speaking, you'll be right more times than you are wrong.
Yeah.
And with that, bombshell, back to the match. You can see both players being very cautious here. They both have far above average range. Oh, Jendrik getting punished there.
Yeah.
Not quite able to weave around Isabella's guard.
If you're Isabella.
Exactly. And that's the thing, she doesn't have the most power, but she doesn't need to. And I don't know what happened there. Jendrik apparently having a thigh made out of steel, carrying her blade with his body. Turns in the flag. And again, oh my goodness, but he misses the strike and he pays for it dearly with his life.
Mm-hmm.
My word, I've never seen such a tumultuous battle.
Push, nice.
See?
Instantly.
Ooh, blimey. And a cheeky little celebration from Dauntless there. Both Nex and Dauntless eager to avenge their previous losses. It's a match that really, folks, could be going either way. Well, a couple of misses there.
There
Right in the head.
Dauntless's
Trading blows.
Really good.
Absolutely. He's a force to be reckoned with. I've never seen such a Jendrik. I dare say, in my limited experience, he dashed into death there, but he might be one of the best Jendrik players I've ever seen. We shall see if it's enough against Nex's not bad Isabella. Playing defensively here. Oh, and again to the arm.
Hey.
It appears that despite lacking an also guard, a fair few of Isabella's attacks are getting caught on his axe.
Yeah, and Jendrik's pretty good with his single tempo game if you get good with him, so you can swing into an attack and still defend yourself just fine.
See. He was exhausted there, and when movement is limited, you best hit the bricks, as the old saying goes. Very dangerous if you don't have any burst mobility. Jendrik being above average in his walking speed is very reliant on his movement to carry him to victory. Yes. Of course, he did get hit in the head there, but there's nothing inside of that, so he should be safe there. Once again, getting hit in the head, but tanking the hit. I say, this Jendrik, the Dauntless fellow, is doing magnificent with this level of aggression. Oh dear. He went for a big swing there and got punished. See. Dauntless, no doubt, putting Nex under pressure here. As he's on the cusp of winning, but Nex isn't far behind. And they both go for a double. Suppose that's one way of ending things. Oh my goodness. I don't know what his plan was there. Fighting a ghost again. The ghost showed up again, it seems. For a cheeky push. Now let's see, can he get it done?
Ooh, that's a
Ooh.
very bold move there, but it went.
It is.
Oh,
There's a slim. Oh dear. That's the thing with Isabella. She gets one hit. That's all she needs. She's like a dog with a bone when she gets you.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, but there's a thin line behind bold and stupid, and the thin line is success. And just barely, Dauntless did not succeed there. Evening the set. On to the second match here. We see Nex coming out strong with a first showing. A retreating cut to the head will kill any man. Jendrik responding in kind fashion, though.
Mm-hmm. Ooh, no hit.
There it is.
Oh,
Oh my goodness.
He got a bunch of stuns, but there we go. Finally got it.
Yeah. Stuns don't kill the opponent, but they do drain their stamina.
Yeah.
That's the thing, I'm on the edge of my seat watching this. I to be completely honest, I have no idea of how this set is going to go.
Yeah, Jendrik's like that. He's such a wild card, and there's so many twists that can happen, even if it looks like Jendrik's about to lose.
Yes. That's the thing, he keeps you going. Against the boozy threat of Isabella. Because longswords, they were an outdated weapon in this time, so I imagine only wealthy people would have them for the most part. But can our working class hero get it done? Well, he's struggling a bit. Next happy just to keep it simple and engage in some defensive play. He's going to need to dive into his bag of tricks. Oh dear. Another running sprint attack. Being punished by a firm chop to the head. Oh dear. And once again, this whiff. All of a sudden, this set has gone from even to absolutely dominated by Nex. He seems almost certain to win. Oh, but that could start evening up. Jendrik, he may come from the Polish mountains, but currently, if he wants to win this round, he's got a mountain to climb.
Nice in and out there by Dauntless.
Good spacing, I'd say. Good spacing.
Trying to hook the
Oh,
blade.
a bold
that's so
pull.
bold. Yeah. Oh, that's it.
Oh dear. And but one mistake is all Isabella needs.
And Nex is looking to finish this up, actually, after initially losing the Dauntless. 2 back-to-back wins.
Yes. Never ran. Oh, and it appears Jendrik has been abandoned. Too bold of a choice. With everything on the line, Dauntless decides to be Jacek instead. We'll see if it works out for him. Next, sticking to the always solid character choice of Isabella, a character firmly in the S tier, but not invincible by any means. Oh dear.
Oh, the YouTube chat talking about 2 rapiers. Yeah, there's plenty of sources for 2 rapiers, actually. 2 side sources in particular. It definitely was done.
Weaving under her guard. I wonder what he says when he succeeds. That, yes. He says something in Polish. I imagine he taunts his foe. Isabella, her power and speed can often take people off guard, myself being one of them.
Mm-hmm.
You never see it coming.
Nice.
Once again, keeping it simple. It appears that light hop forward is all she needs. Dauntless, while he had a strong start to the set, is struggling to find a foothold at the moment. Can he make a comeback? He's currently next. I don't want to be premature, but they seem to have this in the bag. But explosive speed from Jacek there. Staunching the bleeding of him losing the rounds. If he wants to stay in and hopefully win, he'll need a lot more of that. Where that came from. Oh dear. Yet again the same attack. Next having a lot of success with that simple forward Y, as it's called. But a response from Dauntless there. He's not going to let this slip through his fingers so easily. Right, we shall see. Regardless of the outcome of the match, it's been very entertaining. It's always nice to see new characters. Double there. But, yes. I don't want to be too mournful, but it does seem like a foregone conclusion at this rate. Next here, happy to play defensively, as this is Isabella's forte. And it's all over. Well played to both, and Next takes the set.
Yeah.
And
well done.
Up next, ladies and gentlemen, buckle yourself into your seat, hold on to something, because we have a title bout on our hands.
Yep, it's Oak and Lick against Luck. I assume Oak wants the left side. The champion does get to pick the initial sides.
Yes. And in the one corner, we have the current standing champion. I don't know what he's going to wear, but I imagine he's quite tough. We have Oak and Lix. And what character does he normally play?
Lately he's been playing Connor, actually.
Using an unconventional strategy of playing shield characters.
Yeah, he's mostly known for Yazek and Laszlo, I'd say. A little bit of Calc as well, but lately Connor exclusively is what he's been playing.
Well, that's how you know it's all skill. Not a single high-tier character in there.
On a different note too, I'm currently at 400 subscribers on YouTube. I know that's not an absurd amount but for this community, I'm still pretty happy with that. So appreciate that, guys.
Well,
it's another thing we're celebrating.
I think I'm one of your most recent members. Ever since I saw that rich guy, that Richard, what's his face? I keep forgetting his name. I've been hooked on your content.
Yeah.
Russ Mitchell. His name's not Richard. I get Mitchell and R and Richard. You know. It's
okay. Yeah.
Bit of a misnomer. I do struggle with names. But in the right corner, I don't know what he weighs in at. But the challenger to our current champion, we have luck. And believe me when I say this, folks, in life you can depend on luck or skill. And luck, he has a lot more skill than his namesake, I will say. Very good players both.
Yeah.
And we shall certainly see how this goes.
Yeah.
Two men enter, one champion leaves. Touch tips, yes?
Yeah, so on the left, we pretty much
clear.
already introduced these guys, but on the left we have Oak playing Connor, looking to defend his champion title with the Highlander himself, Connor. And on the right we have the challenger, another skilled Hellish Quart player in Luck, the fastest player on the server, if not at the very least the fastest player in the West, with Isabella using that powerful longsword against the Highland shield and broadsword. Fight dirty, fight clean, and you guys may begin.
Here we go. An excellent introduction there, Zubatar, if I say so myself.
Yeah.
Brought a tear to my eye.
And we always say fight clean, fight dirty at the same time. That's a USFC tradition. Yes, they are contradictory. No, we don't care.
Well, I suppose that is warfare in a nutshell. All is
Yep.
fair in love and war, as they say.
Yeah.
And Oak will certainly be loving how this tournament has started out. A couple of cuts can't bring the Scotsman down.
Yeah, Connor, I don't think he's S tier exactly. he might be. It's debatable. But I think he's kind of tough to play, and that's why a lot of people don't like playing him. He's really annoying because sometimes he gets hit when you don't expect it, and sometimes he's really tough, like, to get through from the perspective of the other player fighting him. You're sort of limited to a set of moves. But his stats are kind of low as well, so if they ever become messy, Connor will usually lose. If you play him just right though, like Oak is doing now, I think that's when he becomes a menace.
Absolutely. I mean, Oak, I don't want to speak too soon, but currently walking all over, having a clean sweep of this set so far. But one of the great strengths of Shield characters is their relative rarity. Makes it quite a knowledge check for the other player, who very rarely has a plan for Shield characters.
Yeah. And some characters like Isabella are slightly unoptimized to fight shields, I'd say. I'd much prefer a Saber in this matchup, to be honest. At least in the game. In real life, I would actually take the longsword. It doesn't work that way here.
Well, honestly, in real life, I think I'd like a shield, because it reduces the chance of being dead.
Yeah, I mean, you can wear armor, though, as well, right? With the longsword. I think that kind of cancels
You can
out.
never be too safe. You can never be too safe. Let's see.
But I think a lot of it's what you've trained with as well. If you've trained with the shield, then yeah, absolutely. You should use the shield.
Ooh, a nasty blade beat there. And Locke finds himself getting finally a foothold in this set, where previously it seemed to be something of a blowout.
Yeah.
He's not letting it go so easily.
You can see how fast he makes Isabella look with his cancel and snap cuts. He's doing a great job with that, but Oak is shutting him down with single tempo moves.
And magnificent defensive play as well.
Yeah.
As we can see, he very nearly died several times there, but he's constantly able to pull it back from the brink. And now he's on the precipice, winning his first round.
Oh, that's a shame for Luck.
That's all he needs there.
Yeah.
A smack to the face, and she's down. They're looking something less like a battle and more like a marital dispute, in my view.
Yeah. Hope the leg's okay, by the way, guys. I don't know what's been going on with Parsec lately. But if it ever becomes unplayable, you can stop the match.
Yes. We saw that in some of the earlier rounds. And a change of characters there.
Yeah.
Changing to Barbaz. Another quite good character, generally said to be the best Saber in the game, though it is debated.
Yeah, I'd say
We'll
Jan
have to see.
and
Is it
Denise
enough?
are better, but...
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Barbaz having excellent range and sidestep, supposedly. Perhaps he's hoping to get around that tricky shield.
Yeah, it just so happens his kit is really good for the knowledge checks in this game, that being the rapiers and the shields, so that can help him.
He's something of a gatekeeper then, Barbaz, against the more unconventional characters.
Yeah. I'd say so, and I will say though, Oak has beaten my Barabash historically, so Luck still has a tough fight ahead. It'll take more than just a switch of characters to win.
And just like that, that was an excellent duel there. A protracted fight, but a fight that Oak seemed very comfortable in nevertheless. Ooh, a quick run forward there. Net Luck the first hit. Attempt at a shove there. Going nowhere. Being very aggressive, we're seeing explosive speed.
Yeah. For those who are unaware, in
doesn't
Barabash
jump.
we call that the Thunder Punch. And that's because it
see.
used to be really strong in the old days, in 2021. Really powerful stabbing.
But
move.
it's since been nerfed, I
Yeah.
imagine. But he does have many unconventional attacks, Barabash, due to his self-taught mercenary style of fighting. There it is again, the Thunder Punch. Ooh. Out of tempo strike there from Oak, getting punished. And this is what I like about when two veterans duel, champions no less. You get nice protracted fights, but it seems like it could go either way.
Yeah.
Or ending in most unexpected of fashions.
Yeah, and I think the score, particularly in this round, is not telling the full story. Luck is doing a great job of fighting toe-to-toe with Oak.
Absolutely. But at the end of the day, Hellish Quart is a zero-sum game. Doesn't matter if you do well or poorly against your opponent. If you don't win, you don't win.
Yeah, and Oak is just one of those guys where he's really precise. So if you make a slight mistake, he will punish you without any mercy at all. You'll be hit abruptly, and you won't even realize what you did wrong until it's too late.
Absolutely.
That's why Connor's actually somewhat of a good character for him, I think, because Connor has these moves where he can single tempo you out of nowhere, and suddenly you're stabbed. Or...
Yeah. He's surprisingly technical.
Yeah.
His moves on the surface seem very simple, but they have a great depth to them, where they can be utilized in many ways.
Yeah. The sidestep to the right is actually not a bad idea by Luck. I've hit Oak with it before. I think the problem is Oak's seen that now, so he knows how to adapt.
He's beginning to believe.
Oh, the leg void.
A couple of leg sweeps there.
Yeah, there's a good
Trying to go for his exposed kneecaps.
Oh.
But a stab to the face puts him down. There was a nasty trade earlier where there was like Oak put a sword in the gut of his opponent, and in reward he got a sword to the face. I wouldn't want to be on either side of that trade.
Yeah, 100%. Thunder Punch, risky,
Thunder Punch.
but it would be awesome if it paid off.
I mean, well, the thing is, with the side that he launches it from, it always seems to be going into his shield. A lag spike here. Both fighters briefly pulling away from one another before engaging yet again.
Yeah. That sidestep.
And Oak finds his mark.
Yeah.
I have to say, I don't want to speak too soon, but it looks like the champion will be defending his belt. Oh dear. And he saw the Thunder Punch in midair and he chopped it down with the force of God.
Alright, one more needed for Oak. It's not looking good for Luck.
But if anyone can pull it back, it's him. We'll see who he chooses. Side switching yet again here. Perhaps it'll have more luck on the right hand side. And he tries Yan. Desperate for solutions, he appears to be picking the fastest of all the sabers.
Yeah, again, I don't think it's a bad choice on paper, but it's up to Luck to outplay Oak. It won't be enough to switch.
Well, I was going to say there that it's actually up to skill, but I realised you were talking about the player name, not the concept of Luck.
Yeah.
So, silly me. Yes. Despite a close trade there, Oak once again edges that round.
Yeah. On paper, Jan will win trades, but Oak is so precise with those snap cuts, he's pretty much always hitting the head. This time he didn't, so Jan, of course, got the better end of that. But for the most part, Oak is hitting the sword hand in the head. And when he is hitting the body, it's like a deep stab wound, so it's pretty much guaranteed to kill, like the London.
Oh dear. Oh wow. Oak very fortunate to turn that into a double there, as he was on the ropes, if I'd ever seen it. 2 cuts and exhausted. That's the best you can hope for, really.
Luck smelled blood. I will say Jan has a longer saber, so the reach will really help him here. Luck can make good use of it. Nice.
Ooh. Fortunate. It appears that he's just barely starting to inch his way through the set lock. Having more luck with Yan than any of the other characters. Or perhaps better fortunes with Yan, I should say. Having more luck with Yan makes it sound like there's more to stop him. Which there isn't. It's simply his name. See here. Change of strategies here. Oak appears to be being a bit less aggressive.
Yeah, they say fortune favors the bold, so Luck is being a lot more bold at this point, and big surprise is working.
Well, but fortunes appear to be changing. There's a snap cut to the wrist there. Sends him reeling.
Oh, nice blow.
And a cut to the leg sends him tumbling down to the floor.
Yeah.
He walked in through the front door and had a little visit downstairs then, Oak. Ooh, trying it again.
Yeah, The shield guarding the
the
head when
punishing.
he goes low is nasty. And it's what you'd want to do too if you were cutting low like that.
Absolutely. Absolutely. A shield is versatile because not only is it a defensive tool, obviously, but it's also a great offensive tool because it guards you when you attack and affords you broad tolerance to all sorts of means.
Yeah. Yeah, this one's a lot
Double
closer.
there. It's perhaps the best luck could hope for. I mean, things have evened out.
Not
And
anymore.
it appears Locke is
Yeah.
refusing to go down without a fight. Clawing and kicking his way back into the set. Of course, everything could change. At 4-3, I've never seen such a close match.
Yeah, it's a very intelligent.
He's at risk of exhausting
kick.
himself.
Uh-oh, just like that. Oh, that's 2 hits.
Blows with the
a
leg
leg
is all he
cut.
needed. And
Yeah.
he ties up the set. Locke needs to be searching into his bag of tricks here.
Oh, and
Oh dear.
This is what Oak does. He makes comebacks out of nowhere. And if it happens now, Luck will lose all of his momentum.
And he needs his momentum.
Yeah,
As it stands right now, he's hardly gotten going.
yeah, I think this flag
Well,
right
nasty
here is
cut there.
super important. If Oak wins it, it's probably over. And I don't mean that
He
to
appears
hate on Luck.
exhausted.
It's just Oak is the type of guy where you can't let him get that
But
type
an
of momentum.
incredible comeback.
Yeah,
From the depths of despair, he refuses to surrender. And that's what we like about Locke. He is indomitable.
uh-oh.
Oh, what's happening?
Mostly been lag-free, I think, but we're getting a bit now, it looks like. Now we're good. Nice. Just like Spike.
A bit of fighting done. That head chop has been serving him quite well, but he gets him wounded there. Oh, he's backed into his corner. He's got his back against the wall.
Oh, and Oak needs
Now he's
one
got his
more.
back against the floor because
Oak
he's
smells
dead.
blood. He's gonna
Absolutely.
want to finish it now.
And if he wins this round, ladies and gentlemen, he wins the defense and he keeps his belt.
There's a hit already. It's
Nasty
not good.
cut
He's
to the
getting
wrist
tired. To the sword arm.
Could
too.
it all be
He's-
over?
Oh,
Committal attack there, backing
It's
himself
over.
against the edge of the arena.
Surely.
I don't think it is. It isn't
Locke
over
is
till it's
tired.
over.
oh,
A little push in midair that misses. Oak seemingly reluctant to close out the set as he doesn't want to lose this flag and potentially lose this round.
yeah. He wants Luck to be tired. Oh, but Luck is still fighting him while he's tired. He's wildly swinging, but it's not
But-
enough.
It's not enough, and it appears the pressure's got to him, and Oak retains his belt. Well played to both players.
Yeah,
Well, that was a 3-0 set. I don't think that tells the whole story. That was close throughout.
Oh yeah.
Well played to
especially that
both
last
players.
one.
And that was an excellent USFC tourney. By the way, could I challenge Oak in the future? I think I might have some luck into his Connor. We'll have to have a see.
Let me see.
Yes, but
If you won, yes, you did. So you, I think, have a 3-win streak. I can give you the title shot next week. Since I
maybe okay. You know what? I don't want the title shot because if I fuck it up, I won't get it for a while. I want to keep building up a streak, and then I want to train first because I've been fighting a lot
Alright.
of. I don't want to be reductive. I've been fighting journeyman, to say the least. Building
Alright.
up a resume.
let it be heard though that I gave you the option, but I respect that you want to give whoever's the champion the best fight possible. So I guess I will
Exactly.
take the fight in that case, and if you keep winning, you'll get a guaranteed shot as well.
Yes, I also like the number going up, and I don't want to lose on my record. Being undefeated is very cool. It'll end eventually, but it's very cool.
All right, I respect
Anyway,
that.
ladies and gentlemen, that was the USFC tournament. Thank you very much all for tuning in and listening to me. This has been your one of your two hosts, Bobo and Subotai, and we bid you farewell.
Yeah, see you guys. Good games.
Good games to all.